What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Monday, March 23rd, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bigo Gordon.
Hello, Semko.
Hello.
We're officially in spring.
And it's beautiful weather.
Gorgeous.
Some of my plants, we talked about on one of the very first episodes we did. I have kind of started resprouting.
Yes, your bushes.
My hostas and Esteel bays.
You love a good bush.
Who does? Well, that's not that popular these days.
No, turn of the century, turn of the bush.
But everything is cyclical.
We're talking about George Bush, right?
Oh, I was talking about 1970s, 80s.
The shrubbery. Shrubbery, yes. Okay, my bad. So your plants are growing, your bushes.
They are.
Yeah.
Small, but they're...
Are you trimming your bushes, or you just letting them just go all out?
When they get grow a little too much, they need to get trimmed a little bit.
A little out of control.
Gotta have them nice and tight.
Yes.
You know?
You don't want an unkempt bush.
No. It's hard to work with that.
Yes.
And it's unseemly.
It is unseemly.
Yes.
It's unappealing, if you will.
That's the word I was actually looking for.
So is this what you did? You just gawked at your bushes the entire weekend? Is that what your weekend was?
Well, but I did kind of stand there from the living room looking out over there and be like, why is nothing growing? And just waiting and waiting because I spent all that money and they don't grow back.
God, that's the worst. Especially when they're like, they're perennials. They're perennials. And you're like, are they?
Are they?
Are they perennials?
Yeah. So, good signs. That made me happy.
All right. Little budding.
But no, since it was so nice out on Saturday, 2 years ago for Christmas, I bought my wife and me like a his and her tennis racket.
Ooh. Was it like, it's like a gender racket? Like
but it was
one
like,
side's for men, the other side's for women.
It was just like a set of two.
Oh, two.
It was kind of like because I have like 3 rackets. But I kind of
just in case you need to pull a C-burn and break one.
Well, of course.
Yes.
I got one that's already got a few dents in it, actually.
Yeah, this is your... Give me the dented one. I got to release some tension.
But no, it was more of one of those, like, I want to play tennis with you and start fresh, so I'll have my own racket. So we finally actually, like a year and a half later, got around to...
using them.
Getting out and playing.
All right.
And that was really good. I will say, my wife was a lot better than I thought.
Okay.
Didn't have me running ragged everywhere. But no, it was good. It was fun. But one of the best parts was afterwards, we played for like an hour and it was tiring. And they were playing pickleball right across on another court. And there were like 4 games going on. And, all you heard was the ping, 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 ping. So my wife was like, well, let's kind of like watch them play. And it was great because it was all skill levels. You had beginners playing that were just, might as well have had like a drink in their hand, like could have cared less.
Yeah.
But then you had some of these guys. They're like wailing it at the women. It was like a co-ed, like doubles. And there's no whole bar. These guys are serving with like crazy spins and hitting it like, basically I learned kind of like hitting it either like in between the partners or like at someone's feet. So it's like they kind of mishit it. They're going to like maybe hit you in the stomach, maybe hit the guys where they don't want to be hit, but they're hitting it hard. But I did want to say we were standing there for like a few minutes and these 2 guys came up and were like, oh, do you want to, like, you guys want to play? And I was like, well, we just played tennis. Like, I think we're tired. We're good. And my wife was like, well, speak for yourself, but I would like to play.
Okay.
So we went down there, and these 2 guys were super nice. They actually taught us the rules. Everyone had even, like, packed up and went home, but they stayed there, and we actually, like, simulated a game and got to play, like, a whole thing. But I think pickleball might be where we lean towards.
Yeah, you got sucked into the cult, the pickleball cult.
Oh, it was. Oh, they were definitely throwing, we're having this event in April, and we want all these members, and we do this, and this, would love to have you. They were definitely throwing their, reminded me of like the Home and Garden show, like this, they were bringing that sales pitch out.
It's like, it's like, just give us your phone number and your email, we won't be sending you, I promise, it's not marketing or... it'll all be informational, and then your email's gonna blow up with 20 pickleball.
They mentioned a few times that it was like, we send a newsletter once a week.
Oh my God, no, thank you.
So
not much changes in pickleball, my friend. I don't need an update every week.
Well, a lot of them were a little older, retired, so not much else going on.
That's true. They're like, emails are jam. It's like, I'll send you my joke of the week while I'm doing it too.
That's probably what I would expect to get on like a daily basis. Some just random,
right, pickleball adjacent joke.
Here's a video that I saw on pickleball and how to use the proper forms.
It's
Stop
like,
emailing
no,
me.
you don't use pickles when you play pickleball. Like, easy, Grandpa.
But no.
Okay, boomer. I can say that. I'm not a boomer.
Not yet. Yeah, we're gonna get close to that age though. Where they're gonna call us millennials? Are they gonna call us just millennials or have some slang word?
They'll have a slang word. It'll be like millies. Okay, millies.
Yeah, that's it.
Or something less cool.
Yeah, but we always like to kind of shout out like when people are really nice,
because we're usually pretty mean.
Us,
so we got to
as
show
well as
that
people around us.
A greater good out there. There is some good out there.
I kind of felt like I was like, man, maybe I need to be nicer because these two guys
just
went way out of their way, and I'm like, I would never do this for anybody.
You would purposely not make those people are like, don't make eye contact.
Yes.
Like, just walk past them.
Those weirdos. They'll leave after a while.
Get your purse tight up against your body because those old fogies are probably trying to rob you right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you still had a more exciting weekend than I did, man, because my weekend was... It was your weekend last weekend where it was just adulting. I spent a good portion of both days just power washing and then restaining my front and my back porches.
Oh, yeah, that is awful.
Because it was like, but this was the time.
Yep.
And I'm lucky we got it in because we got it in. The pollen came down crazy today.
Yes.
And if I had waited, oh my God, it would have been a freaking nightmare.
Good on you for getting it done.
But yeah, I got the white trim, got the deep browns on the planks.
Nice.
Looks brand new. Last maybe 3 months, and I'm gonna have to do it all over again.
The staining?
Yeah, I know. It's like the stain says it's like a 6-year warranty. I was like, I need to call BS on this warranty. I mean, it's not the whole thing, but I have to do touch-ups every now and then. Okay. But I also think it's because I have 2 kids, just like dragging all their toys across it and then splashing water everywhere and just letting it sit. So
I think it's more like 3 years, which we're kind of up on that. I might let it try to go till next year.
Yeah.
But the power washing, we got to do that too, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, so it was full adulting. It was 2 play dates for the kiddos, staining, and then where I could, I eked out some basketball watching because, oh boy, was there some good b-ball watching over the weekend.
There absolutely was.
Oh man, yeah, it's depressing because you feel like it can only go downhill from here because it was just so white knuckle on so many different games, which we'll get into.
Yeah,
but other white knuckling for me was, well, we can get into that too. But, we also passed by St. Patrick's Day.
We did.
Yeah. And I feel like St. Patrick's Day, much like a lot of these holidays, if you will, have passed us by.
Absolutely.
St. Patrick's Day is Cinco de Mayo. My daughter was born on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have a different celebration.
Much different celebration.
But did you do anything to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
No, I don't. I might have said this on the last episode. I can't remember, but we were looking at going down to a certain part of town that just has a lot of like restaurants, shops and stuff. And they were throwing kind of like on the street, like a festival with music and all that. Yeah. And once we realized that it basically is just going to be 20-something-year-olds getting drunk outside like we kind of used to do. Yeah. We were like, well, we're not going to do that.
Again, we're past that point in our lives.
Yeah.
That does not increase my joy. Going and seeing people just debauchery. This is their time.
It is.
We've been there. We've experienced that, but I don't enjoy that scene quite the way I used to.
There was a part of me that wanted to maybe do some people watching.
Yeah.
And just kind of see like
a safe distance. You're like on a restaurant balcony. You're like, okay, I'll look from way up here.
Exactly. Because there's some of that where, I actually did read something the other day that, people are drinking almost as much as when we were younger.
Yeah.
They just do it. They don't do it late into the night. They do it more during the day.
Yeah, so they can get a good night's sleep.
Exactly. They are a little more health conscious, but they're still not much because they're just drinking throughout the whole day and like ruining the whole day.
Instead of just cramming it into a few late night hours.
But it seems like they come across as thinking that they're like, better and don't get like, stupid drunk. So part of me wants to see like, how different is it? And it probably isn't any different.
It's not. I can tell you from personal experience, it's not. Like, because Jimbo and I, Jimbo surprised me for my birthday. It was my 40th. And we went to see the Packers play the Commanders.
That's right, up in Green Bay.
Yeah, but on the way back, because our flight was flying out of Chicago, we took a train in Chicago, and for that night, we went out, and we're like, hey, let's just go, like, you know, check things out. And let's, you know, we were right in the heart of Chicago, so like I guess Northwestern, the campus is like right there, and we just so happened to be there because it was a Thursday night game. We were there for a Friday night. I was going to these bars, and immediately I walk in the door, and I'm like, I am way too old to be in this place. I was like, I feel like I want to go up to. I was like, put some clothes on. Or or I'd be like, where's your father? But I'll never forget. We went and we watched Second City, you know, the improv group. In Chicago. So we would do, like, last minute we just popped in there, and then we went to a bar right across the street, and I was just literally. This is going back to your, they think they're better than us. They don't get like sloppy. I was literally, Jimbo can vouch for me for this. I was literally standing, just doing nothing, standing at a bar, and this guy approaches Jimbo and I, just starts talking to me, and I'm not even looking at him. I'm like staring off in the distance. And he just turns to me, and he's like, hey, you got a problem? And I was like, I don't think I have a problem.
Oh, no.
And he was like, well, what's with that look on your face? I was like, this is my face. I don't know what you want from me. And I was like, I look at Jimbo. I was like, come on, is this really happening?
Yep.
I was like, dude, I'm minding my own business. And then, of course, he's like, hey, it's like, you don't look like you belong here. Like, where are you from? And I was like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I was like, I'm minding my business. And then, of course, what happens? 20 minutes later, of course, Jimbo's just smoothing it out because I'm not even talking to this dude. I don't even want to talk to this guy. 20 minutes later, what's happening? He's buying me a freaking shot.
Of course.
Yeah. Bygones be bygones. He's like, hey, man, I just, you know, you were looking at me weird. I was like, I wasn't even looking at you, dude. And he's like, let me buy you a shot. I don't want a shot. Let me. So the only way I could get rid of this guy, I was like, fine.
Oh, my God.
Give me the freaking shot and go away.
Nothing has changed. You're right. Nothing. That's a story that happened every other weekend. And everyone knew, I either had a friend that was like that would always just kind of pick a fight at just the smallest thing, or know somebody when they went out and be like, oh my God, he's here. Like, how long before he starts to pick a fight with somebody?
When's the ball going to drop on this one?
Oh my God.
So yeah, no, you're not better than us. What do they call themselves? Gen Zers?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not better than us. You're just younger. And you'll learn when you see the next crop come up that, hey, we did the same thing. We just did it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no St. Patrick's Day celebration for me either. Here's my St. Patrick's Day. I bought a 6-pack of Guinness. I played some flogging Molly.
Okay.
And I talked like this for the rest of the day.
No,
and my
didn't.
wife, she couldn't stand it. She's like, what are you doing? Well, she didn't say. She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, come on, give me a kiss. Kiss me, Blarney Stone. Let's have some potatoes. And call it a night.
That's one of your best accents.
It's pretty good. I do like my Irish accent.
Your wife doesn't seem to like any accent that you ever do.
Well, it's like the problem is that when I know it bothers her, those are the ones I really practice.
Yeah.
Like the Boston. My Boston's not good. I got to work on my Boston. But my Irish is on point.
That is on point.
You know, the other thing that helped me out was Seabear and I, we had an Irish, I think it was an econ professor in college.
Okay.
And it definitely slipped out. I feel like we were doing a little bit of day drinking ourselves when we went to that class.
Yeah.
And I was like, I started doing this. And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I can't help myself. I was like, oh, how many potatoes in the sack?
You know, they're known for more than potatoes.
Yeah, well, they got the potato famine, and they got the Guinness, and the Irish whiskey.
That is about all they got.
And they got the hooligans.
They got
the Peaky Blinders. Is Peaky Blinders Irish? Hey, you don't have Netflix, so you don't even know what Peaky Blinders is.
No, I tried to watch a couple episodes. I couldn't understand anything they were saying.
You need me to dumb down the translation.
I do like...
I think Peaky Blinders is Irish.
What's
Irish.
his name that's in it? He's the guy in
Cillian
Batman.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it Cillian Murphy?
Killian Murphy.
Cillian.
Okay.
Cillian. You said Cillian this
time. I know. I know what I said. Okay. Tom Hardy has a quick spot in that. Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got a little peak in there. That's about it.
Peak on Peaky Blinders.
Peak on Peaky Blinders. Yeah. I like what you did there. Yeah. But yeah, so St. Patrick's Day is a wash. I'm sure we have plenty of St. Patrick's Day stories that we could share. Next year,
Yes.
I'll mention about. Remember, were you part of the crew that we went to those concerts in D.C., the St. Patrick's Day concerts?
No, I've heard a couple of those kind of stories.
You did the Shamrock Marathon or half
I think
marathon?
I've done one of those, but not when I was younger. It was like just a few years ago. Actually,
Oh, really?
I did
Okay.
it.
Was
Yeah.
that down in Virginia Beach?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a fun, nice, flat course. You can go for like records if you want there.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah. So that's where I should do my first.
Yes. Well, you're second.
Yeah. My
did
first
the
half
Chicago.
marathon. No,
Oh,
we're
half.
not talking about marathon.
Oh,
It's like
half. You're just gonna do a half. Yeah.
I already peaked. I don't even know what my PR was so fast.
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
We'll post it.
But I was proud of my Chicago Marathon, obviously. I'm proud of something else that happened over the weekend, my friend. And I don't know if you are, but we'll be quick because outside of our inner circle, this means next to nothing. But, God, it means so much to us.
It does.
But we just completed our fantasy baseball draft, man. Exciting times. Again, by far my favorite draft
Yes.
of all the drafts that we do. Just because, I don't know, there's so much to it. You know, you're so many different positions that you're kind of filling in. The roster's far deeper. You have to do some research or else going into, we talked about this, going into like the 14th round, you're like, I have no idea what to do here.
You really have to come up with like a game plan.
So let's talk about your game plan that you decided to do, Semco. I don't it, but give you a little bit of background. Our friend Will Billy, every year he's just a pitcher fiend. He only wants pitchers, and he will spend his first 10 picks in this draft. Keep in mind, for all of you baseball savants or non-savants, there are 9 positions you have to fill on the batting side. Mm-hmm. And he chooses his first 10 picks to be all pitchers.
Correct.
So that's your lead in there, Semco.
Yes. Well, so all this talk about the fantasy baseball and all this talk about how I draft hitters all the time, Will Billy does pitchers. I thought it might be kind of fun if we kind of maybe switched our roles. And I only honestly did it because I think a couple people have been like, why?
Yeah, not everyone. Everyone is why. Because you instigated this.
Well, I thought it'd be kind of funny, kind of fun. It'd be something different.
Definitely different.
It was definitely different, and boy, I was not prepared for it. But no, the main reason was the pitchers were always completely devalued. Not to get like, we're not going to take this so much time, but the way that we used to score pitchers, a complete game no one gets, that was nothing.
Dude, I got like 2 CGs left
Yeah,
here.
that's it.
Okay.
So everyone ties. So already the hitters have an advantage. Then when you have holds and saves separate, you could just load up on one and probably beat Will. So you're already tying one and losing one. Plus wins. You don't get, Paul Skeens is great. He gets like 10 wins a year.
Because he's on a poopy team.
He's on a poopy team. So the pitching was so devalued. But now we changed a bunch of the rules, and it valued the pitchers a lot more than before.
A lot more than before.
Not to the point of, I think, doing what I did. But I don't know. I thought it would just be kind of, it's good fodder. I thought it'd be fun to try.
So again, you decided to switch roles with Will Billy. And you're like, you know what? Was it 10 rounds? Did you make it 10 rounds?
So this is what happened. I told Will I would go at least 8. And I told him that, so there are 3 top quality pitchers that were typically going in the first round. I told Will, if I'm at the end of the first round and those 3 pitchers are taken, I'm taking a hitter.
Okay.
But then I will draft 8 rounds still of pitchers.
But luckily for you.
Oh my God.
Luckily for you.
Okay.
Word got out that you were going to do this all pitchers move, and miraculously, you got the first overall pick. Congratulations.
Okay. It's one of 2 things.
Okay.
Dwight, you absolutely can control who has the first overall pick. There's no doubt about it now. You and your butt buddy Chris, it's always why he got the first pick all the time. You guys go to your stupid WWE Royal Rumbles together. You have
God knows what happens when the lights turn out.
Rumbles that go on. Under them
rumble
sheets.
After the rumble.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why Chris always gets the first pick. Now you hear this, that I'm going to have to pick pitcher. Guess who, after years of bitching about not getting a top pick, I get the first.
Well, not only that, but this is the top 3 order. Top 3 order, when he knows that you're out of your comfort zone because you're pitching picking pitchers. Willbilly's out of his comfort zone because he's got to pick a hitter. You first, Willbilly second, Dwight third.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been any more perfect for everybody.
Any more obvious. Like, I've never been more confident of collusion in my life.
Yes, no doubt. There is no doubt about that.
Like, there's just too coincidental. It just has to be. I'm going to purposely create a Yahoo League just to see as a commissioner if I can control the draft.
I thought about doing that, too.
Just to prove this.
Yes.
But, I mean, DW's an IT dork. Even if it isn't, he probably has some kind of algorithm that can, like, manipulate the draft order. Yeah. We know your schemes, DW.
Well played, though. I mean,
but man, yeah, like I don't even have to guess how you enjoy the draft because you've already changed your team name. What's your new team name, man?
I hate this team. I hate my team.
So I'm guessing you're not a fan of Will Billy's draft strategy.
No, for two reasons. One, there just aren't any really good hitters left after round 8. But also, I will say, I'll give credit to a lot of our friends that were there for the draft. I think David Berry, the only one that was auto-drafting. A lot of the guys I had targeted, because this is what I would do when I picked all my hitters early. I'd have one guy later in the draft that I'm like, you know what? I'll just grab like 4 rounds earlier than I expect.
Yeah.
So each one of you all, and there's a couple that did it more often than not, just kind of grabbed and grabbed and grabbed. And I was like, oh, I was going to get him in 2 rounds. I was going to get him next round. Oh, what am I going to do now?
Well, and this is what happens when you corner the market of a position. Even if they're not doing it out of spite, but they're like, okay, I know J-Bear's going to take a pitcher. So if I want a pitcher, I got to take one now.
It's true. Yeah.
So that's the other problem that you have with this model, and Will Billy, again, your model. I don't know, but because you felt, and I appreciate you committing to the bit. I appreciate it.
I did,
but I couldn't. I never would have been able to do it. I would be like, absolutely not. Even if I said I was going to do it after 3 rounds, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Like I am panicking on my team right now.
I was actually very happy with my pitchers until I got kind of towards the round 7 and 8. I did not like those pitchers that I got. But the rest, I was like, I think I have a really good rotation. Like, this could actually kind of work.
Yeah.
And then I got to the hitters and realized, oh, this team sucks.
Your first hitter that you picked in round 9 was a second baseman.
He was the
Nico Horner. Nico Horner is your first bat.
He was the one guy. I think he was one of like the 2 or 3 I said I think is overvalued.
You're like, I have no choice.
I figured there's no good power hitters, so let me get like hits and steals.
There you go.
Who better than Nico Horner to start?
And that's what Will Billy used to do. He would go for pitching and then hits and steals. That was his bread and butter.
So Chandler Simpson, come on over.
Yeah.
And then I've got another guy coming over to the squad.
Now, if I get there first.
But the trade's been accepted.
Oh, that guy, yes. Well, it hasn't. It could get vetoed still. I told you, I was like, maybe I save you from yourself, and maybe I veto this trade.
I swear, you guys veto that trade. I'm going to say this, and you guys are actually kind of starting to piss me off. Look, I think we're all really pretty smart. The way that you all think about trades is beyond me. It's either... I can't believe this. Every time there's a trade, every time that like Dwight gets like Chris or Darkness drunk and takes advantage of them, and then tries to do a fantasy trade,
and then tries to take advantage of them.
It's like, I can't believe this. Everybody sits there and vetoes when it's a first-round superstar for multiple players. That's an automatic veto in our league. Everyone I talk to is now sitting there. I'm trading Tarek Skubal for Ely De La Cruz. Let me get to why, for my reasoning, this is fine in a second. If I try to trade Tarek Skubal for 2 like 4th and 5th round hitters, you all would be vetoed. That would have been vetoed by now. But all of a sudden you're saying, how could you do that? What, you need to get more hitters. You veto those trades all the time. Here's my point with what I'm going to say is why I did it. I told you, I just let it off by saying that I was going to pick a hitter if the 3 pitchers were taken. So guess what? I just got, with the 12th overall pick, Ely De La Cruz. Because let's pretend that I didn't have the first overall pick, and I got a guy that's going like 5th or 6th.
Okay.
So I actually made out, and I love my other pitchers. So I actually make out just fine in this trade.
Well, here's the I agree with it. I agree with you in theory, but here's the other two things that I want to take off. One, I think you're right because I always devalue pitchers. I could see Scooball blowing out his elbow, and then you're
That's
a
true.
genius for this draft or for this trade. But secondly, it's like you got a guy that is horny for pitchers in Will Billy. Why didn't you ask for Ohtani or something like that?
Funny you asked that, Brandon. Let's chat.
Okay.
He knows I don't have any hitters, or he knows that I don't have any hits. I offer that.
Oh, you did offer.
I offered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Will Billy. He came back with, he wanted the first hitter I took.
So you wanted Nico too?
And still wanted to send me a picture. I'm like, dude, I'm doing this because I need hitters. I'm not trying to give up the first hitter that I pick. I'm doing this to add a hitter to my already crappy lineup. I can't give away another hitter.
I don't know. So it would have been Nico and Tarek for Ohtani?
Ohtani, and I think he threw in like a Shane Bieber.
No,
then,
you be a believer. I love believer.
But I just was like, yeah, buddy, and that's the thing why I took the trade too, is because most people devalue the pitcher over a hitter. It's hard to get that 1-1.
Yeah, but you could have had Ohtani. I know you would have had a good enough with Nico. I understand what you're saying.
I mean, then it was like
but
literally
Ohtani.
But then it was literally Ohtani and no one else. Nico's not much better, but I thought about it. But with Horner, Simpson, and now De La Cruz, I probably have steals. And actually, I kind of like some of the pickups I've made.
Okay.
But
I love the confidence.
But y'all are really pissing me off with these trades because, one, and for you, sir.
Hey, whoa.
Stand across from me.
Whoa.
You veto everything.
I don't.
The only way that you won't veto a trade is if it's with Jimbo, or if you think you're going to absolutely pull one over on somebody, like massively. Like everyone needs to sit there and be like, well, it needs to be like a super fair trade for both. Hey, guess what? Sometimes some teams, they have to sit there and say, I'm in a weaker position. I need something. So I'm going to have to give up more to maybe make my team better somewhere else.
All right, listen, I got a bone to pick with this because I don't know who decided to crown me King of Veto Island, thinking that I'm King Veto.
Dwight can
over here.
see who vetoes every trade.
So what?
It's you.
I'm one of how many people have to veto a trade for it to like get denied? Why am I always the one that's getting blamed for this?
Because I think you're on every single veto. Like even if it doesn't go through, or if the trade does go through, I think it still shows who vetoes, and you are always on the veto.
I'm very like maybe it's just I'm very anti trade for some reason. I don't know. It's like and I understand that I'm being a hypocrite because I traded with Jimbo in football last year.
Yes,
but that's because I was taking advantage of him. But
and Jimbo let it happen. Well, you're the same as Dwight and
Jimbo
Chris.
was backed in a corner, and to be honest with you, it really didn't work out well for me. Justin Jefferson did nothing for me.
It's true.
Nothing. So it really didn't matter. It just so happened to screw him because I gave him Tyreek Hill, and he broke himself the next game, and I gave him Benson, who was out on IL for the entire rest of the year pretty much. So he just got screwed. Injuries happen. You can't really help it.
No,
if they had played out, I think it would have been a fair trade. But I digress. We're getting off topic here.
Yeah.
So let's get back to fantasy baseball.
Okay.
It was so entertaining for me to watch this draft unfold. And I was texting you in between. You're like, oh, my God, I can't believe this. This is just a nightmare. And I don't know what to do with myself. And, a couple other guys were texting me like, is he actually doing this? I was like, yes, he's doing this. He said it. He commits. He's going to do it.
I did.
But let's try and find the silver lining for you, my friend. So let's go. What do you like? Or do you? I already know the first question. Do you like your team? Absolutely not. But why don't you give me at least your favorite pick and maybe your sleeper pick on your team?
I think my favorite pick.
You have to pick one. And you can't pick Scuba because it got you, Ellie. You got to pick somebody you actually still have on your team.
My favorite pick, which is probably one of my last pick. I think Jonathan Aranda is going to be like a top 100 player.
Okay, all right.
Like he got hurt last year, but for what I'm looking for, contact, decent art. I think he's going to be a great value, honestly. And After that, I got nothing, man.
So you got Aranda in round 17. So
I'm going to be looking at how well, because I had a chance to get
you could say I'll give you this favorite pick and sleeper pick. Is he the same guy? You got one guy you're going to pick off your team that you like. I thought you were going to say your favorite pick was getting your boy Mike Trout. You got Trout back on your team.
Dude, he's not going to do anything.
Then why did you pick him up?
Did you see who else is out there? I needed some guy that's got a chance at hitting like 30 home runs.
You could have gotten your boy Brian Reynolds. He's still on the Pirates, isn't he?
Someone took him.
No, after Trout. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, did they? Well, I needed more power.
Well, power.
I need the power. I am going to be looking at Brian Wu, though, because I did not take Hunter Brown.
I know, and I'm bitter. I wanted Hunter.
I know you did.
And I knew, once he fell, I was like, well, I'm going in a different direction. Because I think after
I was going to take Logan Webb if you didn't take him.
Oh, I had to. I was like, this is the last ace that I really can't have. I was like, I have to take him. I have no choice. So, yeah, I like the Logan Webb pick. But if I have to pick my favorite pick and my sleeper pick, two different people, but same mindset, it's the bounce back. And my favorite pick that I had...
Oh, here it comes.
I love Jazz. I love that I got Jazz in the second round. I think he's going to be great.
Me too.
But my favorite pick was Austin Riley. I love my Austin Riley pick. I know what he's capable of, and I got him in, the sixth round, I think?
For a third base. Yeah, because after that, it kind of drops off a lot.
Huge drop-off in that position. So I got two third base potentials that could win me. I got him in the fifth round. Austin Riley in the fifth round. And then my sleeper pick is your boy, bounce back, Matt McClain.
Yep, I'm so mad you picked him. So mad.
Matt McClain.
He's hit like 7 home runs.
7 home runs in Grapefruit. He's batting in the 2 spot in that lineup, which is going to be, that Reds lineup is going to be surprisingly good.
He was
playing in a hitter ballpark. I was
aiming for. Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
You were going to get your own bounce back? You're going to get your own rebound?
Yes. Yes, I was. Padding my stats.
That's my triple-double right there. But, infield scarce, especially in those two positions, second base and third base. And I think I've got, and I'm not even talking about Jazz. I'm so stoked about both of those positions that I was super stressed about going into the draft because I did not like, it was 2 or 3, maybe 4 at the top, and then it just cratered after that. So I'm thrilled. As
I was looking a lot more in like the second round, I was realizing, because I was hoping to get maybe Schwarber, but I was like, man, Jazz at a second baseman, you're not going to find anything like that. I mean,
he got 30-30 last year.
Yep. And if he was hurt for a lot of.
If he gets me 25-25, I'll be stoked at second base.
I would too.
So that was that's my favorite and my sleeper that I was a huge fan of. We won't go through every pick because we're boring everybody, but I got Riley in the 5th, and I got McClain. When did I get McClain? It was like the 18th round?
Yeah. Well, maybe sooner than that. I feel like you kind of...
I kind of jumped at him?
Yeah, a little bit.
I kind of jumped at him. That's fine. I'm glad.
Which is what everyone kind of did. Which I like. I like that the people were kind of doing their own research.
Got him in the 15th round. Yes. Yeah. Didn't go just like chalky with like the rankings. Okay, I'm going to go with this guy.
Kind of what I was hoping would happen, or people would start auto drafting. But we're getting to that age where no one's like hammer drunk by the time like the 12th round hits.
Well, not no one.
Wow, not no.
I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2.
You can always tell when they've got like 6 batters and no bench in their pitchers. Yeah. You're like, oh, you auto-drafted at the end of this thing, didn't you?
All right, well, going into this, let's find out who you think didn't auto-draft. Who of all of our buddies, who do you think had the best draft?
It does pain me to say, I think you had a really good draft. I really do. Yes. We were like talking, and the guys you were like looking at getting, I was like, yeah, I would look at them as well. So I do hate to have to admit that.
Well, thank you, sir. I love hearing it. Your hate sustains me. It nourishes me. So I appreciate the love. So you got me as the best draft. They don't give scores on the fantasy baseball, but you're going to give me the A on the draft?
I might give you like a B. I don't know if anyone completely like hit it out of the ballpark. I feel like, Nate Dogg's team is going to be good, but there's a few question marks on that.
You got me there. That's who I had as the best pick of the draft.
Yeah.
I love Nate Dogg's draft. He's got a combination of tenured guys that you know what you're going to get out of them, and you got some potential. The Sal Stewart pick for the Reds I mean, he could be his best pick if he actually shores up and shows out.
I know.
But he's got my boy Bobby Witt. He's got 3 Royals on his team. He's got Caglione and Vinny.
I know.
He's got the Italians. Italiano. I didn't realize Nate Dogg was Italian.
He kind of looks Italian.
Does he?
A little.
I think he's...
Well...
We know the first time I met...
It's tough to figure out what he...
Yeah. Well, you know the first... I thought it was great because the first time I met Nate Dogg was when I was living right next door to his future wife, Amanda, when we were in the University Suites. Shout out University Suites. What a great place to live.
Good pull.
Right? Yeah. And the first time I met him, we were over there for a get-together.
Okay.
And... somebody broke a plate and he just went, Opa! And,
really?
And then we just turned into smashing plates and just saying Opa for no reason. So I was like, this guy's Greek.
It must be.
I have no idea. But his last name's Charette. I think he's French.
Yeah, I think so too.
So we Italian, Greek, with French. All right, Nate Dogg. There you go. A little shout out. Now we got to get Nate Dogg to listen to the pod. I don't think he listens to the pod.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
All right. So enough praising him, but I like his bats. He stole a couple of pitchers that I was eyeing. He stole Vesia. I wanted that relief pitcher.
Oh, okay.
He stole Bubba Chandler. I thought I had a little bit more time to grab him.
He grabs a lot of guys early.
That he wants him. And then Jimbo's already told me that he wanted Schlittler, not Schlittler, for the Yankees. And he's like, oh, Nate Dogg took him. So I like his potential. And Nate Dogg always comes out, and he's got a guy playing catcher that plays first base half of the time, Ben Rice.
I know. I knew that's such a Nate Dogg pick. I knew he was probably going to reach for him. I wasn't even going to bother if I was drafting hitters going after Ben Rice because I knew that Nate Dogg would probably jump a round or two up to get him for that.
And he sure did.
Which generally pays off in the end for him. So, yeah, good on you. I can't believe you didn't get Gavin Williams. You always jump to get him every year.
Yeah.
Someone else must have jumped to get him.
Yeah, leapfrogged over him to get Gavin. My goodness. All right, well, we got over the best drafts. Who made the worst pick of the draft? Or is there more than one?
So I got one guy I think had the worst pick, but then there's another guy I think had like 4 bad picks.
Okay.
And I for once don't like his team.
Once? Oh, yeah, okay.
So he's usually at
foreshadowing.
The top.
Yeah, you were talking about this guy.
But the worst overall pick, Ill Will, I love you. Bo Bichette, 38th. We don't have average anymore. It's just hits. He's just going to get you a lot of hits, man, and maybe some runs, but he don't really steal bases. I mean, the Mets do like to steal, but I don't know. 38th with no real power.
Yeah.
You maybe could have gotten something with a little bit more pop in it.
I mean, you look at the people around Bo that he could have gotten, and yeah, you're just like, I mean, I don't understand it. It's like Jordan Alvarez went right behind him. Hunter Brown went right behind him.
Yeah.
Roman Anthony, who Nate Dogg got.
Yeah.
Who everybody's just gog over. Heck, I would have even taken Raffy Devers over Bo.
Raffy Devers was going. I mean, that's where he was kind of getting picked. But yeah, that's a power hitting first baseman.
Yeah.
That could still hit like 270, but give you 30 plus homers and like 100 RBIs, and Bichette will hit you like maybe 20 if you're lucky and get like maybe 70 RBI.
Yeah.
But
you said, okay, so that's your worst pick, but you seem to think that there's a single manager, if you will, that had multiple terrible picks.
You know, I mean, I love the team name. It's great. Makes me chuckle every time I see it.
Okay.
Jimbo and the Jaws Rules fan club. Hey, look, buddy, I'm going to throw this out there. So, look, there's only like 4 free sites that you can find like sleepers on. So, good job going way up and getting Soderstrom, Kearshaw, like Taylor Ward. We all saw it.
Like Taylor Ward got me going last year.
You just went up and grabbed them before anyone else could. I think you reached on just about everybody. Pete Crow Armstrong.
I don't like that
I hope
pick.
you just want the steals because the guy can't really hit. I think they figured him out
halfway through
year.
the season, yeah.
So, Junior Caminero, you got him last year in like the 8th or 9th round. I mean, who's going to be your 8th or 9th round? I don't know, man. I think you just saw the sleepers from RotoWire and from Fantasy Pros and just said, I got to reach and get these guys. So, yeah, terrible draft, my friend.
Oh, wow. Shots fired.
Yeah, and Ryan Pepio, he's like terrible pitcher.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Pepio?
I don't know. Who cares?
Peapot. I just call him like Mr. Peapot.
Peapot. So not great in the draft. Fernando Cruz for the Yankees. I mean, he's going to get you a good, Ks per 9 innings, but he's not going to get you any saves. He's really not going to get you that many holds. I don't even know if he's an 8th inning guy, but you're a slave to the stats on this one, my friend.
Slave for the stats.
I can't wait till I play you.
All right. So let's get the popcorn ready.
Yes.
All right. So those are, valiant choices for the worst pick of the draft. But I'm going to give a consolation prize first, and then I'll give you the actual worst pick. The consolation prize, sadly goes to you, my friend.
Yes, it does.
But I give you a little bit of grace because you had no choice. And you're backed into a corner. You're like a wounded animal. You're backed into a corner. You just had to attack.
Carlos Correa.
No, not Carlos Correa because you dropped him. You came to your senses because you dropped him already. I hate the Chandler Simpson pick. I do. I can't stand Chandler Simpson. I can't stand sacrificing multiple.
Yeah.
Home runs and RBIs. He's going to get you nothing. He's going to be a sieve for you. You're going for stolen bases, and I get that. I don't even know if they're going to have Chandler Simpson lead off. Are they having him lead off in the Rays?
I've seen that he could be up there, yes.
I feel like he could be there. He could be 9th. I mean, God, you never want a guy that's batting 9th.
I think it depends on who's pitching, lefty or righty.
But the reason I'll give you grace is because I knew what you were doing ahead of time. You had no choice. And because you got him in the 14th round. I mean, we talked about this. 14th and back. You can drop these guys. They mean nothing.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. You don't feel beholden to keep them on your team. So I'm going to give you grace on this.
Thanks.
But worst pick of the draft, the guy that, started it all and offered, a shot for the person with the worst pick of the draft, I got to give it to DW. Jackson Merrill in round 6, gross. This guy does nothing special.
Nope.
You got him when you could have gotten, I think Nate Dogg got Buxton in round 8 or 9.
Same player.
Same guy. George Springer was in round 8. Same guy. Hell, I mean, I would have even taken the potential of a Michael Harris bounce back over Merrill.
Same guy.
But, I mean, yeah, you got him in the 6th. I mean, that's just a reach, beyond reach, especially in a high round, 6th round, man. That guy needs to do something for you, and you got a guy that's going to be just a meh guy. I mean, the guy right behind him, you had Riley Green on your team last year. This guy hit you 30 home runs and 100 RBIs. How did you not pick him?
They play in an awful division. They're going to just beat up and score runs on the worst division in baseball.
Yeah. So, yeah, I hate that pick. So, whip out the fighting cock, DW, and pour yourself one because that is the worst pick in the draft.
Yeah, that is definitely up there. I think we zoned in on 2 really good ones.
Yeah, I think we did. Well, you zoned in on a guy. Jimbo was just getting shrapnel left and right, just getting the heat.
Yeah, well, he deserves it after the comment he put in the WhatsApp
all right, so it's a little personal now.
Very personal.
Oh, okay. All right, so Jimbo, you're like, I know you didn't mean it. I know you were hurt. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean it. So, Jimbo, get on your apology tour going right now.
No, he doesn't have to apologize. He means it.
He does mean it. And now he's going to double down. Now that he's got you.
I can't wait.
That's what he does. Well, some people got God. Some people were the giddies. Some of these were the guitars. In March Madness, man, we got through the first weekend, and, man, what a weekend it was.
It never let you down.
Never does, but I felt like even more so. Maybe it's just because I was more involved watching. But, yeah, I mean, every day there was a game that went photo finish.
Yep.
You had, looking at the map now, yes, we have one double-digit seed that made it to the Sweet 16, and I don't even know if you can count Texas as a really upset.
Not really.
You went up against a one-man team in BYU, and we talked about how overranked Gonzaga was. Yep. You whoop-de-doo, you beat Gonzaga. You want to prove that you belong, beat Purdue. So, but, they are an 11 seed, so we do have one, quote-unquote, Cinderella in there. But man, so many games. Let's start out with our personal brackets, man. How you feeling? You had a few dicey picks that didn't go your way. But
No, they didn't. Thankfully, not many of them burned me.
Yeah, a lot of them were kind of stop the bleeding. Yeah. One, and then, kind of tails off.
I think I'm looking great with my picks right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Great's a strong word.
I think Houston, Arizona, and Michigan look real good. I'm a little worried about Iowa State. I think Duke, look, they took a scare and came out and whooped TCU. I know it's TCU, but hey, an 8 seed did just beat a 1 seed.
Oh, man, we're going to get to that.
I know, we're going to get to that, but it's just, Duke made sure to, take care of business after getting that wake-up call. So, yeah, I feel good. Honestly, the one pick that I would want to
take back
is Texas. I said it. I think the very last thing I said when we talked about that dumpster fire of a part of that bracket was it's just like I could easily see Texas or NC State just because those teams are so damaged. And I really wanted to change it, and I think I did in my work bracket. But I wanted to keep it what I had put here. But yeah, I kind of saw that one kind of coming. And just as they kept winning, I was like, oh my God, it is happening. Yeah. But yeah, where are you? How are you feeling? You are, as we look at it, you have 46 points right now.
That's right.
I have 41.
Yeah, it's nothing set in stone. The points totals get bigger every week.
Your potential is highest you can score is 170. Mm-hmm. Mine is 165.
But that's if we get every pick right.
It is.
It's not happening.
No, it's
Something's
not going to
go wrong, and one of us is going to be eating crow.
But we're basically sitting kind of. We're right. We're basically tied.
I'm doing kind of a reverse engineering, and I'm looking at who I have winning the whole thing, and then just tapering it back, and I feel good. Arizona's looked very strong. Houston has looked very strong. They've just been breezing through teams. Granted, they played Idaho and Texas A&M. Not exactly world beaters.
No.
So with those two in the finals, I feel good. Michigan State, just the fighters that they are.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have a fight because they're gonna have to go up against UConn and then potentially Duke or St. John's. Neither are gonna be easy. So that one kind of worries me a little bit, that Final Four pick, but I trust in Tom Izzo. I think he's going to get it done.
From the start.
Fears has the most assists in 2 games in the history of the tourney. I think it's 27 through 2 games.
That's great to see.
That's your boy. You love Fears.
He's a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah. And then, Purdue gets to go up against a Texas team. I am worried about Iowa State because I have them going in the Final Four, and they're one of their best players got hurt in the first round. Yeah. And he hasn't been back yet. So I am nervous about that because for the same reason why UCLA screwed me, because their number one player, I was like, he's got to be back by now with this stupid knee to play UConn. He wasn't, and you could argue that could have been a whole different game if he was playing.
Oh, absolutely.
But without him, UCLA really tapered off on the tail end of that. So biggest regret is probably not maybe looking at the injury report a little bit better and before picking UCLA. And then the other one is just, I got it hyped in the whole Cinderella. I picked Akron to go into the Sweet 16. And then, man, they just did not look good against Texas Tech. No. Nothing near what I expected them to be. So I guess just getting into the hype of, upsets. This is a chalky bracket that we have here.
I did pick the 112 seed.
You did pick the one game. They won one game. Yeah, well, it's easy when you pick all the 12 seeds.
Hey, look, High Point. That I love that team. I almost wish I had watched them during the season. That is a fun team, and they gave Arkansas all they could handle. If Arkansas didn't have a lottery NBA pick at point guard to finish that game
which by the way, a Cuff, he just looks like an NBA star.
Yeah,
he just the build and the composure. He can drive to the lane. He's got a little Derrick Rose in him, the way I saw him driving and just weaving through. Not quite as quick, maybe not as elusive, but he's not fearful of it. He'll go down into the paint against a big, and then he's got the shot from 3, so he looks every bit. I would put him in my top 3 draft picks.
Darren Peterson, bye. See ya. Sayonara sucker.
Exactly what we thought was going to happen, man. We talked about this.
Lifeless.
He disappeared. It's let's bounce over to that St. John's Kansas game really quickly. We're not going to go through every game. We do not have the time. But that last play, the guy that won that game, he was 0 for 4 that entire game. Yeah. 0 for 4 from downtown. They hadn't even attempted your boy Johnston from High Point, just like him. Never even attempted a 2-pointer in that game. And when he's driving down, Peterson's there. He doesn't help. He's a good defender.
Oh,
what are you doing? This is why everybody's worried about you, because you disappear throughout the game sometimes.
I was so happy. Apparently, Dylan Darling, what a name to have. The darling of the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He made one shot.
But it's just like, it's one of those where like these college kids, he just reminds me, remember like Aaron Kraft at Ohio State? I mean, he's just like hardly ever shot, but would hit like a big shot. And you're just, but if you let him take the last shot and he missed and you went to overtime and you lost, like how many people would be sitting here though and saying that was the stupidest call in history? Like the guy made it. I guess that's great, but I don't know. Where do you sit on that? Like, do you ever sit, like, do you just say, well, he made it, so it's good? It's kind of like that famous, like, when Steph Curry goes, like, behind the back, through the legs, like, makes Chris Paul almost fall over, and then, like, turns and shoots a three, and, like, Steve Kerr, like, has his hands on his head, like, what are you doing? And it goes in, and he's like, I guess I can't say anything.
Can't stay mad at him.
But yeah, I was like, I thought that was an awful play call though. Like, of all the guys on your team to go with your last shot with the game on the line, why do you draw that up?
Well, I think that's kind of the genius of it, right? It's like they're not looking at Darling making that shot, right? And if you watch the play, all of them stay home. They don't come and help because they're like, no way this is the guy that's going to make the last shot.
Okay, so in the NFL, it's 3rd and 8. They run a ball. They run the ball.
That's different.
Well, is it though? You don't think they're going to run it, so they run it because they're thinking you're not going to run the ball.
Oh yeah, how'd that work out for the Seahawks against the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Everybody thought they were going to run it, and they decided to pass it. What happened?
Well, that was in goal. But no, but that's what happens in the NFL is you see that happen, and then the guy gets like a 2-yard gain, and the fans are like, oh my God, why did he do that? But then when it works and they get like a 20-yard run, everyone sits there, was there an armchair quarterback?
Yeah.
They sit there and say, well, yeah, that's why you do it there, because they weren't expecting it. Yeah. And then literally it could be 15 minutes later in real time. They do it again, and you're like ready to like fire the coach, fire the team, and it's like you just praised it 15 minutes ago.
Welcome to the life of a head coach in college and professional sports.
I know.
Like you have to live and die with these choices.
It's true. You do.
And
you went with like a gut feeling, and it was a good. I mean, it was an okay play call. I don't know. I feel like you got to get it to like your guy or run something different. But hey, they saw something.
The outcome says they made the right choice there. But we've got a few games that we really want to harp on. Let's start by the round that happened. Let's first go to that UNC VCU game.
Oh my god.
We got about local. There's a little local pride. Go Rams.
Go Rams.
They did it again. I mean, they didn't go far, but hey, that first game was incredible. Down 19 points in the second half.
It just looked like every single time you thought that VCU, and some of this is like the history of VCU in the tournament, right? But also just the game, they hit like a 3, they get like an and 1. All of a sudden you're like, this is where they're going to gain momentum. But UNC would come down every time and like answer and like quiet them. And it kept going on. It was like, they like literally got like within like 1 point less every minute, but it was still like 14 points with like 12 minutes to go. And then a guy from UNC, generally it was probably like the Henry Vassier guy that would hit a dagger. But I want to say this. So Henry Vassier, I get it. VCU was talking some trash. And you don't have, you're not used to being the guy. Caleb Wilson was that for you. But you know what, man? Look, you obviously were tired. The team was tired. This is just me taking a shot. This is going to be me taking shots all day today. Wow. I'm not in a good mood. But every time you want to sit there and puff out your shirt, it's North Carolina. We're North Carolina. I don't know, man. VCU was like the second that we saw you getting tired. You're probably tired because you're puffing your chest out this whole time. They saw blood in the water, and they took advantage of you. And you couldn't hit anything in the last 6 minutes. You couldn't hit anything in overtime. So maybe spend less time yelling, screaming, letting the crowd know, hyping them up. I don't know. Maybe you could have used that in the last 6 minutes because you got tired, my guy.
OT, 4 seconds left. He went to the foul line, down 2.
That's right.
He missed both free throws.
Yeah, he did. He missed both. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you want to talk the talk and walk it, and you did for most of the game. but you kind of started playing into that game, and when it got to crunch time, you failed your team. You honestly did.
Yeah.
But what a game. VCU fought, man. That was such a fun game.
Well, and the sheer fact that like you said, it wasn't like they went on like a 15-0 run. It's like they just chipped and chipped, and they never gave up, and they never really just, threw in the towel. And I know none of these teams throw in the towel, but man, you almost felt like the will that they were like, we are still in this.
Yeah.
We play our game. We're still in this. We've been here before. Not us, these guys, but this team has been here before. So, yeah. And again, maybe it melted a little bit more because we live like 30 minutes away from campus, but man, that was just a really cool thing to see, and obviously one of the biggest comebacks in tourney history, I gotta imagine.
I think it was tied for the most, like with 15 minutes to go, 19 points.
But that first round, let's talk about two more that really came down literally to the last second, right? Let's talk about we'll save your favorite. We'll do Kentucky and Santa Clara, man. We both had Santa Clara win that game. It looked good. It looked like we had it.
That was such a classic March Madness game, though. It couldn't have been any. I wasn't even mad I lost that.
I know. I was like, all right, and you just knew when Owe hit that half-court bank shot three to put it into overtime, you're like, they're going to win now.
Well, they're going to win. I mean, the Santa Clara guys were like, what?
How?
Yeah.
How?
You don't come back from
He didn't
that.
call bank.
No, of course not.
Bank was not open on that.
He called
Thursday.
game.
He did.
Or he called overtime.
He called overtime. But yeah, no, that game was crazy. Back and forth. It was heated the whole way. But they just had no answer for Owe. I mean, he was just out muscling them, and he was making every shot that he could, and he was willing Kentucky to that win. He was. And he did it.
That's a star-studded family.
It is, yeah. Older brother now on the Commanders.
Yes.
Got paid. $100 million. Little Owe is like, he's probably making that in NIL right now. It's like, no, it took you 5 years to do that? I did that last week.
Yeah. Especially after he hit that shot. How much more? $20 million probably just came in his
plays for
bank
Kentucky.
account.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I know.
It's like, what's your Cash App? Owe?
Yeah.
It's Owe 2, because I'm not Owe 1. I'm the number 2.
Number 2.
But, and then, of course, we got to go to the last one. Your 112 that you picked, High Point over Wisco. Pulled it off.
Dude, those guys. First of all, Rob Martin. Look, if you combine,
he's tiny.
If you combine Rob Martin with Acuff, that's Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
that kid is so quick.
Love seeing those two play against each other. By the way,
that was so great. And, no, that was awesome. And he just put guys on spin cycles. I mean, he was a good player, man. I mean, he could hit threes. He could get into the paint whenever he wanted, and those boys crashed that offensive glass and scrapped. I was so glad they beat Wisconsin. I mean, in pure March Madness fashion, guy that hasn't made a 2-point shot
all year,
dude. He traveled on that too.
You call him
because travel? I don't blame him because he's like, I don't go in the 3-point line.
What do I do here?
He's like, I've never done this. I give him credit for actually leaking out and being open because that's not his thing to do.
No.
And he showed it because he didn't know how far he was from the basket.
But the rest, there's no way they're calling the travel right there.
Well,
unless it's incredibly egregious.
Yeah,
they're not calling that travel. But yeah, that was definitely travel. Johnston, who he's just he's a 3-point sniper, man. It's like you give him, and that's what I love about March Madness is that you get it's just 3-and-Ds everywhere.
Yes,
all they do is give me the ball and shoot. I can't dribble, I can't drive.
I know.
But if you give me a sliver of a window open, I'm draining that.
Hey, remember Jack Golke last year against Kentucky?
Yep.
Hit all only took 2 threes or 2 twos that whole year and just lit Kentucky up.
Yeah. That kid, Johnston. It's like he would just bury those things without a doubt, running off of a screen.
Yeah.
And you see that you see that on a bunch of teams, and you're just like, I mean, Nebraska's got one of those.
Vanderbilt had one guy
in
that game, which we're going to get to because I want to know how you were feeling. But yeah, Vanderbilt had a guy that was lights out in that second half.
Well, we can do that. We got time for 2. We can do that first, or we can do the biggest upset, the Iowa-Florida. What do you want to go over first?
go Iowa, Florida.
Because you want to end on my team?
I do.
I appreciate that. So Iowa, Florida last night, man. I felt bad for you because I was texting you that whole game. I was like, "Are you watching this game?" You're like, "I have to go to bed."
Yeah, I had to be up for work.
What time did you have to wake up?
I woke up at 2:30.
Oh my God! Okay, I'll give it to you. I was like 4:00, 4:30. I was like, "You stay up for this." 2:00, you would have gotten 2 hours of sleep, maybe.
Yeah, I still did about get that.
And you wouldn't have been able to do this with all the energy you have right now.
I'm struggling through, but I love doing this so much. And you know what? Thanks to the guys in the WhatsApp chat today for getting me all fired up.
Yeah.
I'm running on
lit the fire,
right
absolutely,
now.
yeah. But that Iowa Florida game, I was up big for a little bit. Florida kept fighting back, and then they actually took the lead late in that game. And you have to think, okay, Florida's playing Florida ball.
Yep.
This game is over. So, again, shout out to that Iowa team that just never say die. I mean, their best player, Sturtz.
Yeah. You wouldn't have known he was their best player.
0 for 9 from three-point land. In fact, I think more than halfway through the second half, he just gave up shooting threes.
As he should have.
He's like, I'm not doing it. It's not happening for me. But they had another sharpshooter, Koch, or Koch. I think it's Koch. Koch. I mean, he was, again, one of those guys. It's like you give him the ball, and with a sliver of a window, he's draining that three. And, man, for some reason, I love it when the games get down to foul outs. Like, everybody's playing with 4 fouls or 3 fouls, and you have to be very strategic. It's like, you got to let them drive, because if you foul, you're out. And it adds another element of strategy to it.
It does, because, and I love it, but man, watching those games, you're just like, in the NBA, these kids foul out in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's like, you're allowed a lot of contact, so when you've got that 4th foul, I mean, you really got to be careful, because really anything they do is considered like a foul. But yeah, it got dicey at the end, and Florida had some sharpshooters too, guys, that were just a sliver of light, and they're jacking up those threes.
Yeah, obviously they've got future NBA players.
That
on that
Condon
team.
Guy is good. I
Condon's
know
really
you don't like him.
Can't stand that guy, especially the way he threw down the eventual hero of that game, Fulgueras, which will go into that play.
Yeah.
But they were up for a jump ball, and he literally looked like Seabear and DW were probably at half mast watching that, because he did a suplex on him. He flipped him over and he slammed him to the ground, and they didn't call him a T. And then Fulgueras looked like he was trying to punch out the ball, but everyone's saying he punched him. They wanted him ejected. It was a crazy scene.
Yeah, it was.
It was very aggressive that entire game. And again, for me, Condon. And I couldn't stand Ha, and I hate to say it, it's because of the way he looks. He had this bleach blonde mustache that looked like it was barely there. It looked like Will Billy out there trying to grow a mustache, and I was just like, oh my God, shave that thing. You look horrible. Like, you're embarrassing me. I was like, that's looks like a full-blown Nazi Germany mustache right there.
But guy could ball.
Well, I mean, his name is Ha. That's definitely German. It's Thomas Ha. Yes. I couldn't be happier. What a game. I mean, they were up. I think Florida was up. I mean, it was back and forth for a while, but they were up 69-66 with about 2.5 left. And then it was just back and forth, 69-68, 71-68, 71-70. Sturtz couldn't hit anything from three, but he hit that driving jumper about 8 feet away. That was incredible. And again, we talk about free throws, man. We see it in a bunch of these games. You can put this team away with 8 seconds left. Isaiah Brown, 2 foul shots. They're up 71-70. Misses his first free throw.
I know.
And this guy, I think Isaiah Brown was like an 80% free throw shooter.
It don't matter in March Madness, man.
Hits the second, but they're up by 2. And what happens? And again, this is the same thing like with the St. John's. Nobody's expecting Darling to take that shot.
No.
Even though he'd been ice cold, you have to imagine Florida's thinking, okay, either Sturtz getting the ball or they're going to give it to Koch, because he's been lights out. Sturtz gets the ball. He acts like he's driving to the lane, kicks it out to Fulgueras.
Yeah.
For the corner 3. The guy steps back behind the line and just ice in his veins.
Yeah.
Throws it down with 4 seconds left.
Dude, I don't know what kind of defense they were playing. They were doing like a 3-quarter press or something for some reason. Yeah,
they've been doing that whole game. It's like they hadn't had one stop there. And, I mean, it was running a little bit of clock, but I don't understand it either.
Yeah, you left the guy, a 3-point shooter, wide open. I mean, he did make a nice gather it, step back, and shoot. But kind of question the defense with under 10 seconds left.
Yeah. And then again, you talk about play call, and it's like the Florida play. Did you watch the last play?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
That was your play?
Yeah.
Lee drives all the way to under the hoop, and then in a full crowd, he just chucks it at Condon, and the time was expired.
Those are the moments where I always think of like DW, because DW like generally hates like college sports. Like he doesn't like college football. I think he's okay with college basketball, but that's one of his like biggest complaints is it's just sometimes like the kids, they just make like the stupidest plays at like the worst time.
So you don't think that was the play call? You think that he was like, Lee, you find the spot and you're the captain of the ship and you kind of steer us in the right direction?
I think so. Like, I mean, I think it's kind of, I think at that point you kind of let like the guys play and figure it out. And yeah, I think he got himself in like a bad position and couldn't quite recover. And at the end of it, you're like, that's the best thing you could get. A lot of times that's what you see at the beginning of like a college basketball season. That's why it's tough to watch, is they kind of struggle. But I will say the NBA, watching like that Cavaliers, oh my God, Warriors final, where like Kyrie hits that shot.
Yeah.
That fourth quarter was awful. Those guys were making the same types of mistakes. Even Kobe Bryant versus Kevin Durant or Garnett, the Celtics-Lakers, that Game 7, that's one of the most atrocious games of basketball you'll ever see. It's just trying to just throw something up and hope it goes in. And so there's no plays. Guys are making stupid decisions. So it even happens to the pros. But you hated to see Florida kind of lose it on that. You were hoping they'd at least get a
shot
decent
off,
look. Yeah,
right?
I know.
And it's like, again, I just think that it looked like Lee was trying to get it to Condon the whole time, and he forced it in there.
I mean, maybe that's to the point then, as we've talked. I mean, everyone just sat there be like, they're going to go to Condon. So
they were just going to cover the crap out of him.
I guess they should have. You know what? Maybe now when I see the guy that shouldn't have gotten the ball gets it, I'm like, that's the best play call.
Yeah.
You'll get the best look at it, I guess. Yeah. Maybe I've turned a leaf.
All right, look at you.
Look at this podcast.
Halfway through like in real time, I see you changing and evolving. Good for you.
I'm evolving.
Well, you can evolve into becoming a huge Nebraska fan. You're rooting for the Nebrasketball the rest of the way?
No.
Come on.
Absolutely not.
Come on. You want to see this guy happy?
You know the answer.
Yeah,
to that.
you don't want to see this guy happy.
I really wanted to see them play Florida, and I was going to say that if they beat Florida, I was going to call them the name you want me to call them.
Oh, man.
But now I'm
Come on, what if they still win and they get into the Elite Eight? You're not going to call them Nebraska ball?
They're playing Iowa.
How dare you? Iowa just beat the defending champs.
Which is a great rematch. I don't care about that. It's Iowa. They might not show up the same. And Nebraska might win by 20.
I don't know about 20. We don't score a lot of points, okay? That would say a lot. They would have to score 40 for us to win by 20.
That's a great rematch. They last went to overtime last time they played.
Yeah. I feel like they match up very, very well.
They do.
And they play similar types of basketball.
It's going to be I actually do. I do like that.
It's going to be must watch, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go to the last game, Vandy versus Nebraska. Another one that came down to the freaking last shot, like 2 seconds left. Might as well have been a buzzer beater. Holy cow! I'm going to do all the talking because you don't really care.
Nope.
But I'll go over a few things really quickly. One, shout out to Vandy. That team played their butts off, and I really halfway through the second half, I just felt the tide changing, and I was like, we are in trouble.
Yes.
We are in trouble. Their shots are falling now.
Nickel couldn't miss. Tanner was taken over.
Tanner, he might be tiny. That guy looks all the parts too. If he was just a little bit bigger. And the same thing with Rob, your boy Rob for High Point.
Oh, yeah.
If those guys had a little bit more stature, they would be surefire lottery picks. But because they're a little bit lighter, and we talked about how the NBA is really shying away from the smaller guards, they'll be lucky if they get drafted at this point, which is a shame because they're both incredibly talented. Yeah. But that guy Tanner, we could not stop him. Everything he wanted to do, especially in the second half, he was doing it. Driving, getting the foul, shooting the three, everything. And he was just everything you would want from a point on that team. But yeah, we were down 67-62 with 5 minutes left after Nickel hit that freaking three.
I know.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. And they were playing lights out defense. They wouldn't let Sanford get a three off to save his life. And he shot 7 threes in the first round. We needed him to come.
I know.
And they were just not letting it happen. So I mean, that's when I thought. 5 minutes left, 67-62. I was like, this is over, man. We're done. Valiant effort. Glad we made it. We got our first dub.
There it is.
But no, they didn't. Never say die. Stanford came through. He didn't hit the three, but he hit a 12-foot jumper with about 5 minutes left. Held him. Didn't let Nickel shoot the three. Got it back. Stanford got fouled. All of a sudden, it's 67-66. And then we're there. We are 2 minutes left, and it's just back and forth. And then we ended up with 2 seconds left with our freshman who went to Southwest High School, 10 minutes away from University of Nebraska.
Okay.
Braden Frager, driving to the loop with 2 seconds. Driving to the hoop with 2 seconds left. Layup.
Yep.
74-72. But again, I was like, is this going to be Oway times 2? Tyler Tanner, half court. We were like 2 seconds left. I was like, okay, there's no half court shot. Almost an identical shot. Banks it, hits every part of that rim, and bounces out.
It was like one of those where all the luck that you have in like fantasy sports, all this, everything comes up. Bigo.
I channeled it.
I was like, this would make all of it worth it if he drills that
I just
shot.
dagger.
Yes.
It just buries me.
And then to have to see you when we record this after a
beaming.
loss.
Oh no, you were hoping for that.
Yeah, the other way.
I don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, that's some crap.
And of course, still comes up Bigo. But yeah,
friend.
I don't think I've ever had like my team, that I rooted for, like lose like that. That's just gotta be the worst, though.
It really does. We've had this conversation offhand. It's like, would you rather like get blown out, or would you rather lose it on a shot like that?
Blown out. Yeah.
Right? I can't go over that emotional roller coaster.
I don't want a prayer that some guy throws up. Like, I do sit there. You see the highlights, like, little high school game. Or, like, sometimes, like, a kid's game. I know it's just a kid's game. But, like, the guy will, like, hook shot it from, like, under his own basket.
Like, literally
and it
2%
goes in.
chance that
and
thing
you're
goes
like,
in.
The kid could take another 1,000 shots. He might not even hit the rim.
That's why you play. That's the magic of sports, my friends.
It just is. I know.
But yeah, so we gotta come. Nebraska's got a good shot of making the Elite Eight.
They should make the Elite Eight.
Let's go,
dude. But look,
NeBrasketball.
I do like. I will admit, I do like watching Nebraska play.
All right.
Fred Hoiberg is a great coach. He went to like a zone on Vanderbilt.
That was huge.
That completely changed. And that's what Hoiberg will do. He played in the NBA. He's fundamentally sound.
Yes, very fundamental.
But, he's got those guys coached up really well, obviously. Look, man, I kind of talk about how, like, Purdue, when they run up against, like, a team like Houston.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Houston's going to mollywop Iowa or Nebraska, man.
Like, Houston's still got to get past Illinois. We liked Illinois, too.
I know. I'm glad we got to at least one of the games that we look forward to. The other one is one more round away when we get Michigan versus Iowa State, hopefully. But, yeah, I'm glad we got Illinois versus Houston because I cannot wait for that game.
That's going to be a good one, for sure. I'll be my favorite game is obviously going to be the Nebraska.
Well, of course,
I love that.
How not? I am kind of happy for you.
Thank you. And then I'm very stressed about the Michigan State UConn game.
As you should be.
Yeah,
I am kind of too. But that's going to actually probably
that could flip the script. You could very quickly take the lead over me.
Yeah,
and then I'll have to be chomping down on that anus chocolate that you. What was it? Flaming anus.
Flaming anus chocolate.
Flaming anus chocolate.
Yep.
Yikes. I don't like my anus flaming, sir. That's not.
You do.
That's not on my
bingo
wish.
card.
That's not on my wish list. Let's not do that. Other thing not on my wish list, my friend. We'll move on. Baseball's almost here. We did our fantasy baseball, but something in baseball did just end. World Baseball Classic, and it did not end well for the U.S. of A. We didn't get to it in the last one because it was a bracketology jam. But we're going to make time for it here. We got one more sports talk listeners, so hang tight. Something we had to push out because of the brackets, but we still think it's worth to talk about. But World Baseball Classic, USA loses it late. Man, Whitlock blew it.
Yeah, he did.
And I always wonder about these announcer jinxes. They're like, well, it's been locked down all year. It hasn't given up a single hit. And all of a sudden, freaking Eugenio Suarez comes up and just laces one in the gap.
Yeah. That was a good team, man. That was a good Venezuela team.
That's a great Venezuela team.
Yeah. No, Venezuela deserved to win the game. I mean, the U.S. I think was a better team on paper, but
Bats didn't show up, man.
They didn't.
Judge was nowhere to be seen.
No, other than like the very first game or the very first two games against the easiest opponents. But I mean, look, Dominican Republic. I mean, I'm more impressed that we held them to 1 run than they held us to 2 because that pitching staff on the DR really was not good, and that was definitely like kind of a foreshadowing to this game because we should have put up a lot more runs.
We have so many bats on the team, and they just were quiet.
It's almost kind of like they just wanted to play like home run ball, and didn't want to like manufacture a run, which I think is sometimes what the team like a Venezuela. Even Dominican Republic wanted to hit like a lot of home runs.
They lost.
But it's also one of those where I feel like, it is. Typically, I'd feel like a team like that would realize, okay, we're in like the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Like, let's just get a single and get on base. But the DR's got too many of those like ego, guys.
And Venezuela played small ball before Eugenio hit that double. They brought in a pinch runner to steal second, get into scoring position. So they were playing the small ball that it takes, and they were doing whatever it took to win. And it seems like it meant more to them. My other thoughts about it is that, and again, I just, maybe it's because I'm more hyper-focused on the USA side of things, but it's frustrating when we look at load management, and they're like, well, we can't have this pitcher. We didn't have our best pitchers because they all had to go back. They're like, I hit my max. Scooball left.
Yeah.
Like, Skeens wasn't nearly what he was supposed to be going into that.
Not really.
And I wonder if a lot of that has to do with the pitchers. It's like, if you don't have your catcher, your guy catching for you, does it make it that much of an impact?
I mean, Greg Maddux literally would only have one guy catch for him.
Yeah.
I forget his name. I'm sorry. Eddie Perez. That's it. Yes.
Good job.
When Javi Lopez was the typical. But yeah, that probably does make a little bit. There's probably like a comfort level in that. But the other pitchers had to deal with the same thing on the other side. Yeah. Like it wasn't like they have to have their own guys. But yeah, it was a little disappointing. I'll be honest, I was not. What did you think of, like Schwarber and the other guy? Was it Mason Miller that, like, I don't know, made it about themselves, taking the silver medal off, pretending like this isn't. You basically are like slapping Venezuela kind of in the face too, being like, well, we didn't, we deserve to probably have gold. Like, I don't want this. It's like, dude, be a good loser at some point.
Well, and at least do it if you feel that like demonstrative about it, do it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing it for show, and it's disappointing. And
it is.
Again, you're showing up the team that beat you. Mm-hmm. Like, you made it all about you. It's like, show some respect for your competitors across the way. I mean, Canada could have done that when they lost to us in the Olympics, because everybody had Canada on paper being the better team.
Yep, exactly.
So if they felt that confident about it, like, they could have just refused the medals, skated off the ice, and just pouted. You look like just children when you do stuff like that. Take it on the chin.
Yep.
Be appreciative that you got where you fought, because you shouldn't have even made it out of the rounds.
You shouldn't have.
So I absolutely have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Like, sure, grow up, man.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I get that you want to win, and like, I know you're gonna sit there and say it's like the uber competitor in you. But dude, like, at some point though, like, it's also sportsmanship, which is, look, that was such an American thing to do, what they did. Like, I hate saying that, but it's just, we're the country that would lead the charge in doing something like that. There's no sportsmanship anymore.
No. When you like the whole Cal Raleigh not like shaking hands with his teammates when they came up to bat, like Rosarina, and then who's the other one? Naylor, I think, because I think he plays for Canada.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And Naylor was like, I'm just doing it just to mess with him because I saw that he didn't do it with him. But it's like,
come on, man. It's not that
I don't care if you're
serious.
Just grow the freak up, man.
It's the World Baseball Classic, which we'll kind of get into like the next kind of, I guess, question about it, because I mean, we had forgotten to talk about the last World Baseball Classic when Ohtani struck out Trout to end the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Which was a great jump board into this one.
Yeah.
And this was a great tournament. I mean, as much as if this becomes a huge thing, I feel like I might start getting upset that all the Italians are actually Americans and playing on Italy. But to get this thing jump started, you kind of got to have other teams that are going to get in it. But I mean, this thing is becoming kind of a success. But it's still not a huge thing. So this whole not wanting to talk to your own teammates that play on another country still seems a little crazy.
Yeah.
But it's kind of getting to the point where it might be something big, because now that Major League Baseball wants to do it maybe in like the middle of the season, which I think I'm all for.
I don't know. Like, maybe to replace the All-Star game. But I don't know. And I understand that, like, the idea with, like, doing it in the middle of the season, it breaks up a very long season. So I can appreciate that. But I think that I kind of like it early on. You know, I think that it's gonna fracture the season a little bit. I don't like it in the midseason. I don't know. I don't like it in the midseason.
I think you might get more pitchers involved in it, though, because I think they get we'll get more into it, but I'm just like, I think you need to actually like throw more and just not try to throw sliders. Like, I think this whole rest is not benefiting. But so that's what they're all worried about, is they're not going to be ramped up in time. I'm like, well, the season ended in September.
Yeah.
But it's like in the middle of the season, I guess it wouldn't be so bad if they went out there and threw like 5 or 6 innings like during that season, because they're already kind of in the middle of the season a little bit. I don't know. I think you would have seen Skubal out there a couple starts.
Maybe, but you also risk some of these guys getting hurt through the season. Like in the beginning of the season, you got all these guys. You know who's going to be there, and you know who's going to be healthy. It's like they could have Judge penciled in for Team USA, and then 2 weeks before midseason, he crashes into the wall and he gets a concussion. He's out.
Yeah, but the same could be said for in the winter, guys coming back from an injury or not wanting to risk getting hurt before the season. I know you see a lot of guys sitting out now.
Yeah.
So it might be about the same in the middle of the season, but I think you get more pitchers that would actually participate, which would make the game, I think, a little bit better. But I'd love it. I mean, yeah, replace the All-Star game. The NHL was on to something with the 4 nations.
Yeah, no, that was good.
The NBA should just do a USA versus the world, and the winning team gets like $50 million, and actually have them go out there and like ball and play. Like I would watch that in a heartbeat if they were going to try.
Yeah, if they were going to try, that's the big qualifier there. Yeah. So you're saying is this going to be a big thing that people are going to be taking seriously then?
I think so. I think it's got like a lot of legs and momentum.
It's got momentum,
and I think it's gonna. I think there's guys that are going to want to play in it more because I think the competition's better. A lot of the teams are better. So I think maybe a guy like Skubal, I think that next time this comes around, I feel like he'd prep in the off season better to maybe be ready for it. Like, I don't know, because he thought about staying, because I don't think he played in the one before that.
No.
So I don't think he really knew kind of that atmosphere and kind of how fun it could be. Like you said last episode, like Judge was like that's best playing like the fans.
In the World Series.
So I think maybe Skubal didn't know what to expect. He didn't know it. So I think guys now have played this a few times, kind of come back and are like, dude, it is so much fun. It's awesome. Like, you don't want to pass it up. So I think you'll get more guys wanting to play.
The other reason I think they might have reason to take it seriously and the players to take it seriously is that you don't have one dominant team, right?
It's true.
You had Japan win it last year. You got Venezuela winning. I mean, like this year, the DR should always be in contention. USA should always be in contention.
I mean, Netherlands has a good team. I mean, they're all guys that, they play in like, oh my God, what's the Curacao?
Yeah.
But not really Netherlands, but they're part of the team.
It counts.
But that's got a lot of good guys in it. I mean, there's a lot of really good teams. Canada's only going to get better. I think they're quietly going to become, like, maybe in 20 years, like a sports powerhouse country. You're kind of seeing it in basketball. Like, I think you're starting to kind of see it on, like, the soccer stage a little bit, like, more than before. But I think they're kind of bleeding into baseball a little bit, too.
Okay. Well, I mean, like you mentioned basketball. We do have one basketball conversation that we have to talk about, because this guy did something that was pretty impressive, and of course he did it against my team, the Wizards.
Which is why you didn't want to talk about it last episode.
I don't want to talk about it, but you brought it up on the outline again, so I guess you got some stuff to say. So Bam Adebayo putting up a whopping 83 points in a game.
One game
against the Wiz.
Yeah.
Second all-time to Wilt's 100-point game. I'll start off with my biggest question. It's like, do you take it seriously?
I want to so badly. It is so hard to, though. Like, that last, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, that was not basketball.
No.
It's hard not to get caught up in something like that, though. I won't lie. Like, I feel like I would have wanted them to do that as well, like intentionally foul so you can get the ball back, and maybe afterwards be like, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best thing to do. But I don't know. Like, when a guy's got a chance to go for that record, I mean, he obviously got to... I mean, he got to, like, 61 or 62, I think, like, true. You know, and, like, he could have been pulled out of the game. They couldn't have, like, tried to foul him to get him, you know, more possessions and stuff. It's a great performance, but it's Bam Adebayo, though. I don't, like, he's not really a scorer. I mean, he went for 31 in the first quarter, but it's just... It's tough to kind of think of him as... Of all the guys you could guess in the NBA, he would have been picked like the 120th guy you would have thought could have done it.
They could have done it,
Yeah,
for sure. Like, do I take it seriously? I take it about as seriously as any of the guys that hit in the top 5 of points per game, because all of them have the same issue. They all are manufactured. All of these point totals are manufactured. The Kobe game, it's like his last game for like in Los Angeles, and every possession... all they're doing is passing. Like, get the ball to Kobe.
Well, that wasn't the 81.
Okay, what one was that?
That was, but now that was fun. I remember I watched that live. He scored like 61.
Okay,
but dude, that's his last home game. Of course, give him the ball. But to your point, you're right. Like, that some of these times, like, these games they're manufactured. Like
the Wilt 100, like what was that? Like 40 years ago or 50 years ago, that was manufactured.
He just went for the record.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of these guys have kind of done that, like trying to go for, like, once they get to like 60, the teams feed them the ball. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, he scored 60, but yeah, they're going to try to get you the ball so that you can score more points.
Get him the ball, but at the same time, you got to give some of the blame to the Wizards or the refs, or I don't know, man. The guy shot 43 free throws.
I didn't watch the game. I got a guy at work who's a huge basketball fan, huge Wizards fan, watches like every game. And he was like, dude, the Wizards were fouling him. Like, it wasn't like they were phantom calls. It's like the Wizards are just a bad team. But how much can you blame? It's the team that's in front of you. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just go like 3/4 speed? Like, no. Like, you're supposed to play your game.
Then the next guy that had the most free throws on that game was Riley for the Wizards with 7. Well, he shot 43 free throws.
I know, he did. Well, they kept feeding him at the... I mean, that number racked up at the end. I think I was like following it on like a game cast, and every time I looked in the fourth quarter, Bam's at the line. Because like the Wizards just... It's like they were trying to deny him the ball.
They were getting pissed off. They were getting pissed off. They're like, they don't want to... Because no team wants to be the footnote of... Like, 83-point game against the Wizards.
I know.
You don't want to be that team. But again, that's not how you do it. So I put part of the blame on the Wizards just for not being able to stop them and just, again, fouling them because they had nothing better to do. And I know that the coach is all salty. He's like, it's some crap, the Wizards coach. But, I mean, to your point, you know, if you don't like it, stop them. And do it the right way.
I feel like that's a Brandon. That's a Bigo. Like, you've used that phrase a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you don't like it, like, stop it. Yeah. But I don't know, man. The one thing I could like take from it as well was I think so many more people got so upset about it because of who he passed.
Kobe?
Yeah. Like, if it was, you know, like, so this guy, David Thompson, I've seen like maybe 2 highlights of this guy, but he has like, I think like 77 points. If that was the record before that, I don't think anybody would really have cared as much about it. And it got me like really thinking, I'm like, look, I know Kobe passed away, but for real, why is this guy put on such a huge pedestal? He purposely didn't take a shot in the second half of, I think, what was like a playoff game once to send a message. He wants to sit there and claim, well, me shooting wasn't helping. That's all you did for like 5 straight seasons. Yeah. So you just learned it now in a playoff game. But also, looking back on it, like, how embarrassing had to have been for like ESPN, ABC News, NBC, that we had to sit there and watch him travel from, it was like Eagle or Golden, Colorado, back to LA for a game because he's being charged with sexual assault.
Yeah.
Dude, you cheated on your wife. Like, whether it was sexual assault or not, you cheated on your wife in Denver. The stories of all these NBA guys are basically they've got other girls and a woman in basically every city. What kind of a role model is that? Why do we just look past that? I can't fathom that. It was such news that we were following his plane on when he was going to get to the game. And everyone just kind of pretends like that's okay. And I'm like, your poor wife and your family, knowing that you went to probably every city and had somebody that a girlfriend on the side in every city. And then also the fact that, Kobe, the competitor, Black Mamba, but in practice, we chastise Chris Paul for his attitude. Kobe Bryant in practice would basically make people stay, play one-on-one, and when he's done with you, basically throw you off the court and say, next, who's next? What kind of a teammate is that? Why does he get a pass? Like, why is he in such a high... He won with Shaq. You won one without Shaq, with Pau Gasol, I think, maybe two. But I don't get it.
Well, it's because, again, people look past a lot of this personal stuff for greatness. I mean, come on, Michael Jordan's not exactly an exemplary role model.
No, he's not.
He's a habitual gambler.
He is. You're right.
And he's also an adulterer. It's like he cheated on his wife 1,000 times.
I mean, that is true. You're not wrong.
I think the difference is, again, like you said, it's untimely passing. It's like we always give people more grace when we think they pass before their time.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that with a lot of celebrities. Like, I mean, Kurt Cobain wasn't exactly
that's true.
a great human being, but he's practically a saint because the way that he passed away. And you see that a lot with a lot of these celebrities is that if they pass before their time, it's like, oh, what could have been? River Phoenix, this is a weird shout-out, but River Phoenix, he was in Stand By Me, and he played a young Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
Okay.
You barely know who I'm talking about.
I know River Phoenix, don't know.
But he OD'd in a club. This guy was just living the vices. Yeah. And everybody's like, oh, but what could have been? It's like, he probably would have drowned out.
Yeah.
Like, but because he died too soon and died so young, it's the potential what could have been. Kobe was tired, yes, but, he was... Like, the irony of it is, even with sexual harassment, potentially rape, because he was charged with rape. Let's just call it what it is.
Okay,
I won't be. I'll be nice. We'll call it grape because I'm drinking grape soda.
You are.
I'm drinking grape soda. So he was accused of grape sodaing a poor woman in Denver, Colorado. We can look, like, people just want to look past and they just want to look at the great things. But it is the irony. I'm sorry, I was getting back to it. The irony is after what he was accused for, he became a champion for WNBA, and it seemed like he was not overcompensating, but he was definitely trying to, like, I love women and I'm an ambassador for them. And of course, he had his daughters too, and that's the real heartbreaking thing. It's not just that he passed, but his daughter passed in that horrible helicopter accident. Yeah. But I think that's why people give him a pass. I think it's not only that he died, it's how he died, and maybe who he was with, and how it just shattered people put on. And again, he was Los Angeles Lakers basketball, and that is one of the biggest markets in the world. And they're like the Yankees. There's so many people that are Lakers fans, whether they're diehards or they're just like flies on the wall. So it's a broader audience too. So that's why you hear all this vitriol to it.
I know, that's true. Like they only might know 5 people that have ever played in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I mean he goes by a single name. It's like he's a Brazilian soccer player, but he's just, Kobe.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him as that. That is true. I think that's just one of those, you just kind of sometimes like look deeper and just be like, he really wasn't like all that in a bag of potato chips, for lack of a better word. But I don't know, that just seemed to kind of like frustrate me, because it was like, if it was anybody else that Bam passed, it wouldn't have been made such a stink. But it was all, but Kobe was not perfect player. He obviously wasn't perfect off the court. So it was a little, I don't know. We need to kind of maybe, and you're right with Jordan, we don't need to kind of put him on a pedestal either, because I mean he was the same kind of competitive, which also makes me not like Kobe, because you just tried to copy Michael Jordan. You really weren't trying to do anything that hadn't been done before. A great role model when it comes to basketball, not a great role model off the court. Not quite.
But again, you see that's like people just that you see these people out in another one's like Charles Barkley, like horrendous gambler.
Yes.
But he's on TV and everybody likes him and he's great. And I'm not trying to throw shade. Shaquille O'Neal, hilarious. He's got every sponsorship known to freaking man. terrible father.
He is.
And, again, an adulterer. Like, people give people passes because they see him in the public eye and they seem, very, gregarious and very entertaining, and they just give people a pass. Kobe was everywhere. Black Mamba. Shoes. He won a freaking Oscar for his doc.
Don't get me started.
I'll get you started on that
because it was a Kobe Bryant production. If you and I produced something like that, we wouldn't even have been nominated.
No,
that's the whole. Because the actor did ballet for 8 hours a day. Because they lost massive amounts of weight. Like, because it's Kobe Bryant producing something, it automatically shot ahead of everybody else that was in that category. He was going to be, it was his to lose the second that you attached Kobe Bryant Productions. Post-NBA career, how great he was. He almost, if he didn't win, that was a huge would have been a huge failure in my mind.
It's like, come on, he was robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, great takeaway because the Oscars did just happen, man.
They
so
did.
Obviously you're a huge fan. You think it's always given to the right people of the best movies. So I'm sure you're thrilled with the Oscars. Did you watch a single minute of the Oscars?
I think I found out the day after that they were on last.
Yeah, I told you. You were like, well, we were talking about it on the last podcast, and you were like, I was like, we need to get back to the movie. You're like, well, nothing's happening. I was like, the Oscars just happened. What are you talking about? So not the biggest Oscar fan.
No. And I'm not alone because I think it was one of the least watched Oscars of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know what I can put that in testament to other than, maybe the younger crowds aren't that interested. Or again, it's also about how are they digesting the medium, right? Like, are they watching it live? Probably not. They're probably watching on freaking TikTok. They're probably watching it on YouTube the next day. They're getting the highlights.
That's true. Probably
so
like
they're not watching
speeches were being given.
They're
like watching the
I don't want to whole thing. I'll just, the news feed will give me the highlights, and then I'll just watch the highlights. I'll watch for that Will Smith slapping the crap out of Chris Rock moments.
I did see that on loop.
Hey, there you go. That was that last year? Or
no, gosh, that was like 5 or 6 years.
No, it wasn't 5 or 6 years.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, I'll give you 3, maybe.
Maybe 3.
But here, I'm going to go over the we're not going to go over everything, but I want to go over the ones that were up for Best Picture.
Okay. Yes.
And I'm not even going to ask you if you've seen it because that's I already know the answer is no. So I'm going to give you the name of the movie. You're going to tell me if you're aware of this movie, and if not, I want you to try and tell me what you think the movie is about.
Okay.
Okay. First one's super easy. Frankenstein. Did you watch Frankenstein?
No, not at all. Is there a werewolf?
Get out of here. Okay, I'll give you a pass on Frankenstein. How about F1?
You know what? That's a movie I think I would watch.
You would watch because it's sports.
Yeah. And I've seen some of the previews for it. Was that Brad Pitt?
Yes, it was Brad Pitt. Yes.
I probably will watch that at some point in time. So yeah, I've heard good things about it. So I think I would watch that. Definitely.
Okay. All right. All right. How about Hammett?
Hammett?
Hammett.
Is that a person's name? Is that a pet's name? Is that a city?
Hamnet.
What the hell is Hammett?
I'll see if it's spelled for you. Hamnet. Hamnet.
Oh, Hamnet. Oh, well, that changes everything.
Oh, yeah, because you know what it means now.
It doesn't change a damn thing. What the hell is Hamnet? What was that movie about? Is that a person?
It was about Shakespeare.
Oh, so it's not Hamlet?
It's not him. It's Hamnet.
But it's Shakespeare.
Yes.
We got to get back on a conspiracy bingo train. But have you heard that, Shakespeare, he wasn't one person?
Yes, he has a ghostwriter, yes.
Or there's multiples?
Yes.
But yeah,
yes.
Okay. So wait, was this a redo?
No, so
Hamlet?
it's about the story of William Shakespeare falling in love, and it's it's like a romance movie, and it's that's what it's about.
That's an interesting take.
Yes, interesting take. The lead actress won Best Actress.
That actually
Jessie Buckley.
That actually sounds like that'd be an Oscar type movie.
It was very much an Oscar type movie. I think maybe your wife would like it.
Okay.
How about Begonia?
Is that with Jesse Plemons?
It is with Jesse Plemons.
I see that.
Hey, look at you! You know an
time
actor's name, and that not a Brad Pitt, a Jesse Plemons.
Right? Yeah. He does a great job in Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. I was the other thing that I think you know him from is probably like Friday Night Lights.
I've only seen bits and pieces of that show. But then isn't he also? He's also in, I think, the movie that's with Leo, right?
Yeah. Well,
the One Battle After Another.
No, he's not in.
Oh, well, he's in another one where he plays like a white supremacist or something. I remember reading some story because he's
Black Klansman.
Because he's married to, who's he married to?
He's married to the Mary Jane from Spider-Man.
Yeah. So she was doing a movie, and I guess there was this.
Was it Civil War? Civil War. Yes.
Yeah. And I guess they had to call him in because I guess he's like the best white supremacist actor.
Well, he kind of looks it, doesn't he?
He does.
He kind of looks it. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. There we go.
All right, so whiff on Begonia. You go. You want to give it a shot, Begonia. You know who's in it.
I know who's in it. I have no idea what it's about. It looks like the lettering makes it look like it's kind of like a Russian or like a. I don't know. It's a weird lettering when you see the Begonia.
Yeah, it throws you. So two conspiracy theorists, great, right in our wheelhouse. Conspiracy theorists.
We gotta watch.
They kidnap like a female executive because they are just dead set that she is an alien trying to take over the world. And it's got Emma Stone in it.
That's who is. I knew he's like facing.
Yeah, and they shave her head. She kind of looks like an alien.
Really?
Yes. All right, we're getting off track. How about Marty Supreme?
No.
You don't know anything about Marty Supreme?
Never heard of it.
You're getting at it. You really?
No. Yeah. No.
It's about ping pong.
Really?
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, that's the movie that he was in that he made all the buzz about because he was basically dogging. Was he dogging opera?
Opera and the ballet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's beaten to death. But yeah, if you watch that interview, he just looks uncomfortable, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I was like, who made this town hall? Matthew McConaughey is the moderator? What is going on here? This is the weirdest town hall I've ever freaking seen. But it's like based on a true story. He plays Marty Mauser, who's based off another true ping pong savant, Marty something or other, blah, 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 blah. And it's going to hell and back to win a tennis tournament or whatever.
Okay.
All right. One battle after another. I know you know who's in it.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah, and that's like another. I don't know. We'll call him a far right conspiracy nut jobs that I don't know. They guess like getting some battles.
It's revolutionaries against and it seems very topical.
Very topical.
I'm guessing you haven't seen it yet.
No, but I would see it.
Won Best Picture.
It did win Best Picture.
Congratulations. How about The Secret Agent?
Now that just sounds like something right up my alley. That's got to be like Cold War, post-World War II, Berlin, baby. Am I right?
No, you're not. It's about political turmoil in 1977 Brazil.
I'm intrigued.
There you go.
Of all the movies, that's the one I think
Have you seen Narcos?
The TV show?
Yes.
I think I saw like the first season.
So you know the guy that plays Pablo Escobar?
Yeah.
He's the lead in the
movie. Oh,
movie.
Is he? Okay.
There you go.
I'm actually hooked on this one.
There you go. Gotcha.
I like this one. Thank you.
Gotcha. All right, Sinners. I know you know what Sinners is about.
I'm like drawing a blank.
Come on.
Why do I know that?
Michael B. Jordan, Sinners.
You know what? I actually was going to ask you about that. I had no idea about that.
You have no radar on Sinners. Don't. So it's pretty much
guys that are sinners, kind of like, are they basketball players?
No.
Are they running the same circles as like Kobe, Shaq, Barkley?
No, man.
Oh.
They Jesus, I don't even know where to start with this. Because you're not going to believe me when I tell you. If that's what you think would happen, you're never going to believe me. So it's about two twins. So Michael B. Jordan plays twins.
Okay. Part
of the reason he won Best Actors because he was playing two people.
Of course.
They were in the Chicago Mafia. They go back home. And then on paper, it sounds like From Dusk Till Dawn. Have you seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah, I have.
So where it's like the movie's going one direction halfway through, and then it just whoop.
Yes.
So same thing. It's the things seem to be going well, and then trouble happens in a supernatural form, which is vampires.
And out.
Come on, it got a buzz. A lot of great buzz. Michael Jordan got the Oscar.
I thought we were over the vampire, True Blood.
This isn't True Blood, but it is vampires.
Oh, come on. And he won Best Actor.
Best Actor.
Well, because he played two people.
How about Sentimental Value?
That just sounds like nothing but like a love story, either like a, I don't know, like a family type like a family story.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the closest you've gotten. It's the intimate exploration of family memories and the reconciliatory power of art. There you go. You're right there.
Wait, is this the one with the Skarsgård?
Yeah, Skarsgård.
We just watched the preview of it.
Hey, see, that's it. You had a little sneak peek. That's why it triggered something for you.
Did not seem up my alley, though.
All right, how about Train Dreams? This is the last one. Train Dreams.
I mean, look, first instinct is some guy on a train has like a bunch of different dreams, and somehow they're all intertwined at the end, and it all comes true for him.
Like actual dreams.
Yeah. He just dozes off and then has...
Was it an Inception, but with trains?
Sure.
No.
Is there a murder on the train and he's got to figure it out?
No. Okay, I love that you're trying to go outside the box, but no, it's very much like a character piece. It's about a logger and a railroad worker. He leads a life of unexpected depth and beauty in the rapidly changing America of the early 20th century. You'd love this.
Oh, okay. We're kind of getting into some of that, almost like, not quite the Gilded Age, a little bit after.
Yeah,
that.
there you go. That's why I was like, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, okay.
It's got Joel Edgerton in it. Do you know who Joel Edgerton is?
Name sounds familiar.
All right. Have you, let's see, what you probably know him from Warrior. You remember the MMA movie?
Oh, yes. I think you actually
you
brought this up before.
Yeah.
Yes, Joel Edgerton. I do. Yes.
See, I'm going to
recognize the face, but didn't recognize the name.
So you're going to see, I see you watching at least 3 of these movies now.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Actually, there are actually a few on there that I actually would give a watch to. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm here for you, man. So, you might watch the movies. It doesn't sound like you're ever going to watch the awards, though.
God, no. Look,
you're not a red carpet guy?
I don't care who you're wearing. I don't care what you're wearing. I could care less. And I don't need to hear your victory speech and then tell me how... First of all, I don't believe any of these people that are so eco-friendly, so all this, but you're going to sit there on your pulpit. I mean, I am going to kind of steal the whole, like, George Clooney speech from South Park and that, like, dust that just kind of, that cloud that, like, hovers over you. Because it's just
smug?
It is such smugness, but it's so hypocritical. Like, stop flying around in your private jets, gallivanting all over the world. Stop going to these like benefit balls that you're just there for your own vanity.
Like $2,000 a plate or something.
Yeah, like you're not there for that. You're there to get noticed, to have the paparazzi take your picture, to pub your new movie. Like you're not really there for the cause. So
that's what you probably love Ricky Gervais. You know who Ricky Gervais is.
Yes, I love
right?
Ricky Gervais.
You remember he was hosting the Golden Globes and he said, just take your award and sit back down. Nobody wants to hear about... what causes you believe in or anything. You are actors.
Yes.
And he mentioned the Greta Thunberg. He was like, I think she was like 15 at the time. He was like, she has more education than you do now. So just shut up, take your award, and sit down. And that's what he said that in front of everybody. I thought it was hilarious.
It wasn't that. I remember that. That was hilarious. He's the only person I would watch. I'd watch the monologue if Ricky Gervais was doing the Oscars monologue.
He would just tear him a new one.
I know, which is great.
Yeah.
So I'd watch that. I did also like when, I don't know if it was for the Oscars or not, but I did like the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler combo.
Yeah, that was good.
I like
good
those
together.
two. Yeah, they're great together.
Good. All right, so going back to movies, Oscars, can you name a single Best Picture movie that you watched that you remember, hey, this is a great movie and it won Best Picture? Or give me like 3 of your favorite movies that you think won an Oscar.
I think Titanic won an Oscar.
Titanic did win an Oscar, won Best Picture.
No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men won Best Picture.
Oh, I had a third.
Wait, is Titanic one of your favorite movies?
No, but a movie that I'd seen.
Okay, all right. I did leave a low bar there.
You did. I don't know if any of my favorite movies is an Oscar winner, but I think there is one in there that I think I have seen. I think it's a little bit overrated, but The Departed.
The Departed, yes, and that was one of those.
It was a make good or something.
It was a make good. Yeah, because he should have won for Goodfellas.
It was a good movie. I don't think it was like that great. Jack Nicholson kind of, I don't know. That's another one of those guys where I feel like these roles he gets when he's older. I mean, I haven't seen but so much when he was younger, but I feel like he was a really good actor then. Now I feel like it's Jack Nicholson, and so
you can't look past it being him.
But it's just always like he just always gets an elevated response where I'm like, there's so many good actors out there. I feel like anyone could have played Jack Nicholson's part and been great in Departed. Not anybody, but a lot of other people.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You hear that, Jackie boy? Semko's just throwing the shade today.
Anyone associated with the Lakers, I'm just anti right now.
Yeah, that's right. He's the biggest fan. Well, I mean, you didn't mention Lord of the Rings, but that won an Academy Award. Did you watch Lord of the Rings?
I have, yes.
Yes.
I think the second one was probably more my favorite.
Yeah, the third one won the award, and they even said that was make good because they thought that the second one should have won, and it didn't, so they were like, we'll just give it to the third one. But one of its stars is making his name, but he's riding the coattails of the Lord of the Rings. Elijah Wood, apparently, is DJing now. Did you know this?
He's been doing it for years, like 10 plus years.
I had no idea. He had a second life.
Yes.
But he is actually DJing a Lord of the Rings themed rave with disco music. When are you going, Jay Bear?
Well, I can't go because I think that thing sold out in like 3 minutes. But that would be quite the scene. Like as Will Whitaker would say, I'd want to see it for the
Just
experience.
the experience. Yes, of course. So apparently on March 31st, he's going to be DJing a fantasy-themed rave alongside apparently a DJ that's very acclaimed. You know your DJs better than I. This guy's an Emmy-nominated music producer, Zach Cowie. Or Cowie?
I don't know.
No? Okay. I know nothing.
I know like 4 DJs.
But like you said, apparently they've been DJing for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And have officially formed their EDM duo, Wooden Wisdom, in 2026.
Clever.
This year. But they've been making appearances through venues throughout the country. And they've got upcoming shows that lean into Elijah Wood's experience in the fantasy projects.
Yeah. That's a perfect, I think, combination.
What, Lord of the Rings and EDM?
Yes.
It's like, isn't it all like Piccolo's like... I don't see how those two mix.
Everyone's going to be like dressed up in the costumes, getting into it.
Go with me, little hobbit.
And people just love like the EDM music more and more. And so to combine those two together, I mean, I don't know if they're playing like the piccolo the whole time, but they might incorporate that in there a little bit. But no, I think where we're at, like, I mean, the Lord of the Rings movies are kind of like Star Wars. Like even like the young generations probably likes it. So, and they're the ones that are into like the EDM. So yeah, it's a great combo.
It's going to be gross. It's going to be gross. A bunch of barefoot people dressed as hobbits sweating it out at a rave. That place is going to smell just horrific.
Great experience, though.
I mean, yeah, it's the experience, right? Yeah, apparently they're going to be playing rare gems and beloved classics with lots of 70s and 80s disco. Again, disco, Lord of the Rings. I don't see this. What am I missing here?
I like it being kind of something different, though. Something unique.
I mean, the name fits Wooden Wisdom because I think of the Lord of the Rings, think about the nature and woods.
Gandalf in there.
The little trees, the what are they called? The
Whomping Willows?
No. What?
That's Harry Potter, I know.
You dork. I'm talking about Harry Potter. But here you go. Attendees are encouraged to come in costume.
Yeah.
And tickets in the highly anticipated show are already sold out online. You missed your shot.
No, I know. It couldn't have lasted 5 minutes before those things were sold out.
So, it begs the question, man. So, outside of Elijah Wood doing a Lord of the Rings rave, what actors would you want to see DJing in their character, and what's like the theme?
You know who I think... I got one movie in mind, but I'm kind of trying to think of other movies that he's in. But you know who I would love to see DJing? Terry Crews. And if he's in like Idiocracy, when he's
when he's the president?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a very niche. The Lord of the Rings is wide scope.
I know it is.
But I mean, Idiocracy's got a cult following.
It does. Sure. But I don't know, I mean, he's funny. He'd get
out
into
there,
it.
Very flamboyant. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He would so get into it. I don't know. Part of me was kind of like The Longest Yard. He's eating them hamburgers all the time.
You're just Terry Crews all the way.
Well, I like Terry Crews. No, I thought the one that came to mind, it's kind of culty again. I didn't go so popular, but dude, how could you not want like David Spade as Joe Dirt?
Okay, yeah. I mean, you just play country music and EDM, just so that you'd meld those together. I can see that. Kid Rock could make an appearance. So he was in Joe Dirt.
That's right, he was. Yeah. Dennis Miller could come in there.
He could.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird EDM host. He's just talking like this the entire time. That sounds like a great EDM rave music.
And then you add the dubstep after that, you know?
Oh, my God. My heart would explode. Nah, man, I've got a few here for that I think would be hilarious. I don't know if I'd want to go, but I'd love to see it happen. God, I had one. I lost it. You know, I'd love to see a Star Wars EDM. That would be hilarious. Yes. And you could have Mark Hamill or Harrison Ford, but those guys are so old, they wouldn't know what they're doing.
No.
You have to get like Adam Driver doing the whole solo, the whatever, Ben Solo, or whatever it is. And like, you know, that would, I'm just thinking about what would be a moneymaker. I mean, a Star Wars EDM, that would make just
no doubt
money hand over fist.
Well, Harry Potter would be another one.
Harry Potter would be huge. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe doing the DJ in there.
Yeah.
As Harry?
He seems like someone that actually, I feel like one of those actors probably enjoys something like doing like an EDM or like a DJ type thing. I could see that. Like, couldn't you think Ron Weasley? Seems like he might be.
Ron Weasley. Everybody's on so many drugs, they all think they have the cloak of invisibility. They're like, I'm invisible.
They all kind of like the wands, and they're just like saying all these spells. Everyone, hey, you're not doing this.
What's the little thing that they try and catch that looks like a little golden fly?
Oh, I can't remember.
Like, everybody thinks they're chasing that thing around. Like, oh, they got their broomsticks on.
Or they get like a light show kind of going to where like you see like a hologram image going around and seeing if people are gonna like chase after it.
Yeah.
Well, then you've got like the Quidditch you could add to it.
Quidditch.
That's a sport we could play, you know.
I don't want to play Quidditch.
You want to play Quidditch?
I don't want to ride around on a broom. Are you freaking crazy?
It's the dumbest looking
This is
thing
my
ever.
life, yeah. It's almost like those guys that do that hobby horsing instead of like actually riding horsing. You've seen this.
It's nuts.
Yeah, how's that any different than playing Quidditch?
No, I know. I was kind of being facetious.
Yeah, you better be facetious.
No, I would never.
Facetious right in your face.
I watched like a highlight because I think I told you the one of the Sportsplex right down the road held like the national championships. Mm-hmm. And so it was like, well, I want to kind of watch some videos. I can't make sense of how you score, but it's just why you have to have like a broomstick in between your legs when you're doing everything. Like, what is the point?
No. But I'll give you one more. Another actor / theme.
Okay.
EDM rave. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was thinking that too.
How great would that be?
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
like, you've got the soundtrack that always, like, the you drop that in some EDM.
Yeah.
And you got Johnny on the freaking turntables. He's probably on the same drugs as you. He's like, yeah, all right, let's go. I made Amber Heard go crazy. Yeah.
Everyone just like, yeah.
She pooped in my bed.
Oh man,
yeah. I mean, like, I would go to that. I mean, like, and you know, the costumes speak for themselves. Yeah. And I mean, who doesn't like to see a sexy pirate,
man or woman, right?
Right? Who cares?
I mean, Jack Sparrow was looking. You know, when you had like the
braids,
the
eyeliner, and everything. Everybody'd get the makeup on. I mean, women could be Jack Sparrow, men could be Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
It fits an EDM rave.
It does
perfectly,
just seamlessly.
Yeah.
So let's corner the market.
Yep.
Can I put this in patent pending? Jimbo's dad used to work at a patent office. Jimbo, get your dad to give me the patent on the Pirates of the Caribbean EDM rave, please. Have you ever been to a rave?
I have not actually.
Never been to a rave?
No. And that is something that is high on my wife's list.
Really?
Yes. She's kind of gotten me into a little bit of like that EDM type music lately, and so yeah. But she's like, I just want to experience it like once. I'm like, that's the last place I want to go.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a Semco crowd.
It's not at all.
Which is funny because you like the music.
I do. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I would want to go to like even like a concert, but even like a concert, I just kind of like want to like watch the band. I'm not too into getting into it. It'd be like people watching like a rave. So I'm not really taking part in the rave.
So I don't see you in a mosh pit at like a road concert.
Gosh,
like, I'll look from my assigned seat. Thank you very much.
Correct. Yes, and I will sit down for most of it.
You're like, excuse me, that is my seat. I am in F12, not you.
I paid for these seats specifically because of the angle and the view.
There's like 4 rows that are empty right in front of you, and you're like, no, but this is my seat.
Yes.
This is my seat.
Without rules, there would be chaos.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to a rave, but they're just chaos.
I'm sure.
Absolute chaos.
Or is it more like intense than? Because I think you told a story of how you were in like a mosh pit or close to it. Is it like more intense than like that? Or
it's a different. It's much more friendly. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yes. Because everybody's just having. You bump into one. It's like in a mosh pit, you bump into somebody. You're getting an elbow to the face. You're getting a kick.
Yeah.
My personal experience, I bump into.
You're getting groped.
Yes. I'm getting like assaulted in a very different way, and depending on who the perpetrator is, you're like, well, I'm going to see where this goes, or the other one, you're like, get off of me. It's like, I know you're just like Jack Sparrow, and so am I, but come on. This isn't a mirror. Jeez. Well, I mean, what about if we were DJs? We're doing the podcast, then we got mics in front of us. We can write DJ.
I think so.
Yeah? What would be the music? Would it be EDM? I guess that's all you do as DJs, right?
Kind of. Yeah. But, you got to make sure you get, like, the flow of everything right.
I would just, take our podcast and I just put a beat behind it.
Yeah, and take some of, like, our best clips.
Yeah.
Some of, like, our best, like, one-liners.
Talk about the two-man bobsled. Two-man bobsled. Gotta be on top.
That's about all it would be.
Well, what would your DJ name be?
Well, like I think there's like two that are like pretty. I think are pretty like easy. The first one would be like like DJ Speed.
Okay,
like I'm
DJ
fast.
Speed. Yeah.
And then I think the other one would be like, especially after how I started this podcast, probably like DJ Angry Bear.
Oh, I like Angry Bear. DJ Angry Bear. Would you be wearing like a bear head like how Dead Mouse does?
Yeah.
With the helmet? You just be wearing with like the eyebrows pointed down like you're angry.
Yeah. And then maybe like midway through we come back from a break and I'm like happy and people are like, oh
man, we made him happy with our dancing.
I wouldn't want anyone to know like who I am or what I look like.
So okay, so you'd put like a Daft Punk.
No, I couldn't do that. It'd get too hot in there.
I don't know. They got like robot heads. They probably got like AC pumping through.
That is probably true.
Or fans.
Yeah, I wouldn't need that. But yeah, I think those would be probably like the two easiest names.
How they work, Angry Bear. I like.
They do.
And I was afraid you were just gonna say J Bear. I was like DJ J Bear. Come on.
I did a little more creative. A little bit more creative.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't got a lot. I got DJ Brizzicake.
Brizzicake.
That would be my DJ name, DJ Brizzicake, and then I would throw cake. You know, you just see it like Steve Aoki, like he'd throw food.
Yeah.
Into the. I would do that, but with cake. And I'd be like, why is it called Brizzicake? Get really close, and when the beat drops, you'll find out.
I like that.
And it'd be a different cake every time.
Okay.
Devil's food.
Carrot cake.
Angel food.
Oh, angel food.
Right?
Okay.
A little light.
Okay.
A little pound cake. A lemon cake.
The cake will kind of dictate where we're going.
Yeah, the mood, or maybe the venue. Like,
that too.
Like I do German food in Germany.
I think we got some legs with this.
Yeah.
I was thinking like DJ.
It's like when I'm in
Forehead.
DJ Forehead. DJ Fivehead.
There it is. Yeah, I was thinking like DJ Sick Balance.
Sick Balance,
Yeah.
DJ Balance, and I'm falling over there. Oh, it's like fall over halfway through the set. Oh, he did it, he fell over. DJ Flat Feet. DJ Pancake Feet.
Oh, I had that, yeah.
You had DJ Flat Feet?
I did.
Oh, you just riffing on me. I got nothing planned. You get all these names for me.
That was easy coming up with names for you.
I'm fine. Yours is DJ Short King. DJ Short King. Can't see over the turntables. It's like, how big's the crowd? I can't tell. So they don't even see your head. They just see you raise your hands. Like, oh, man, he's back there.
He is there.
I'm here. DJ Stepstool. That's your name.
Oh, that's not bad. It wouldn't be forgotten.
DJ Stepstool. Where's my Stepstool? You could deck it out. You could
it'd be like, you had like your pimp cups back in the day.
Tag it, but you have a step stool?
Yeah, it's like a step stool.
Yeah, I like it.
I'd have to make sure I guard that thing, though.
Yeah, because those crazy EDM fans, I got DJ step stool. Now he's just DJ. I have no step stool.
And our act is over.
Well, would you have any celebrities? Who do you think would be like the first A-lister or Gen Zer that would be attendance of the DJ Stepstool EDM concert? Or who would you want? Which popular person? I don't even know popular people anymore.
Well, I think only because she seems very popular, and it's one of the only few names that I know. Plus, it's already kind of a name that could just instantly go in there, but she could be DJ Ice Spice.
Oh, DJ Ice Spice.
Why
that would
not?
be your Gen Z like guest DJ with you?
Yes.
Hate it.
I think that'd be some good pull. I don't know. I was also thinking of, which I hadn't seen much from her in a while, but she was everywhere. But, DJ Addison Rae. Wouldn't mind having her up there.
I don't even know who that is.
She was like she had a Alani Nu flavor at one point.
Oh, that's why you know her. She's getting your energy drink.
No. She was also, I think, tried to...
That's not it.
She was all over the place for a while. I think she was trying to do like be a correspondent for like an MMA event or something. And I guess people got like an uproar about it because they're like, so you're just going to hire her when there could be like a legit journalist you could get to actually do it.
Yeah.
Those are the two that came to mind. I'll be honest, I don't know as much Gen Z people. But I don't know, you seem like you might have.
No, I just, I'd like, I guess DJ for a Gen Zer for me, I'd just try and pick the most popular person. And again, I would probably just Google popular Gen Zers. And it'd be like, okay, I guess I'm picking this one. I would really either want Charlie XCX or Tate McRae. Tate McRae. I'll take Chapel Roan. I'll take DJ Chapel.
Even after all that she's going through right
whatever, man. Just because her bodyguard was a little rough with the 11-year-old. That's why I hate it. It's like, I hired this person. Why does this reflect on me? Like, I did not do it.
That is what I actually thought too. I was like, why you got to make this a big deal and blast it out on social media to like tear her down?
Because people love tearing down celebrities.
I know. It's
like
awful.
The world's favorite pastime.
Yeah.
Somebody gets up too high, let's tear them the F down.
And especially too, like if you knew Chapel Roan, she's like been pretty vocal about how she's had like some stalkers.
Yes.
And she's had some like crazy run-ins. And I mean, I don't know, not a parent, but it's like, I know you want to like believe your kid, but they're 11. I mean, so if they come back and, how do you know she didn't do something? Or
well, the other thing is like, that 11-year-old's like,
I didn't do anything. Well, did you? I don't know.
But at the same time, it's like, like you could, maybe you're just mad because she gave you no time of the day. You're just like, I didn't get to see Chapel.
That's what I think happened.
And then, and then the guard's like, excuse me, like she's coming through here. Like, please move. You got to be careful out there. But, Gen Zers, like, I brought it up, and I also brought it up because I wanted to talk about this. It's like, have you heard about this pout face that apparently they're doing now?
Yes.
What the heck, man? So, I guess it's this decade's duck lips.
Yes, exactly.
So they're making it kind of a shorthand for the generational aesthetic shaped by social media trends. I'm literally reading this off. I'm not making this up. And evolving beauty standards as the look spread across social media, boosted by influencers. And this is how I know I'm out of it. Like Ashton Earl. No idea who that is. TV personalities like Love Island fave, Iris Kendall. Never heard of you before. And even red carpet appearances from celebrities like Lily Rose Depp. Hey, Johnny Depp shout out. That's his daughter.
There we go.
And Ariana Greenblatt.
Oh,
I have no idea who that
Ariana
is.
Grande.
Nope, Greenblatt.
I think the first person you mentioned, I think she's the one that's kind of like, was it Alex Earl you said?
No, it's Ashton Earl.
Oh, Ashton Earl. I thought it was Alex Earl.
Yeah, I know who Alex Earl is because she's tied to Tom Brady. Or
And
she
now
had
Joe Burrow or something.
Oh, my goodness.
Apparently Tom Brady.
Tom.
This
You're
is
on
we
first
just
name
we
basis,
just
Tom.
turned into TMZ Sports over here. Yeah. Apparently he's got no game with the ladies.
I'm
not surprised by that.
Well,
he's about as robotic as can be.
Well, you get that famous. You these women just throw themselves at you. You don't need game. You just have to be somewhat attractive and don't vomit all over yourself, and you're fine.
Maybe the younger generation, because I think Alex Earl is part of the Gen Z. Maybe they're looking for more than just, you're a famous athlete. I want to have babies with you.
Yeah.
I guess they want you to them to try a little bit harder.
Whatever.
Tom's probably like, okay, I'm not trying any harder.
He's like,
who's that hottie over there?
She's not going to make me work as hard, so peace. But yeah, the pout face looks so dumb. I thought the duck face looked dumb.
I know, I missed the duck face.
You show me
now.
some of these pictures, and I'm just like, why do you look like you're just unhappy to be here? Like, you just look like you're either, coked out of your mind. Not even coked. You're
like
just
heroined out of your mind.
Stoned out of your mind. And you're just like, and I don't know, this almost looks and it sounds like it's the complete defiance of, and believe me, I agree that it's incredibly offensive and insulting when a guy tells a woman,
knew you were going to go
it's
here.
like, well, you should smile more.
There it is.
So this is almost like the complete, okay, you're going to say that, I'm going to look as miserable as possible, no teeth, like, and I don't mean this just for men, I mean for men too. I think everybody looks more attractive when they smile.
Yes. Generally being in like a good, positive mood and like, yeah, it comes off as a more attractive look. I can't believe now, like, are the young guys, are they just like, dude, that pout face is strong.
Well, you know what else I blame this to? And I read in this article, it's because, again, they're trying to show off all this freaking Botox they have on their freaking lips.
That's true, yeah.
So they're like, look how big my lips can look when I pout. And I'm like, you look ridiculous. You
Plus,
look like a funhouse mirror.
Why are you getting... You know, my wife showed me, like a couple weeks ago, it was like a plastic surgeon and showing pictures of like someone that just had plastic surgery and was supposed to guess the age. He was 30 plus, sometimes like right at 30, but it was usually 35 plus. He was guessing the ages, 28 and below.
Jeez.
Like they look so old, and you're supposed to get that stuff when you're like literally losing the collagen in your face and like need the facelift, like not when everything is already tight as can be. Makes no sense to me.
No, I don't get the pout face.
Yeah, it's also just almost like they just don't want to show like they're ever having any fun or any emotion, and they're like, well, we don't want to like mess up our jawline either, you know, because Kim Kardashian was like, yeah, it messes things up when you smile a lot, so I want to have like a younger looking. Okay, I mean, at least when we're like going to be like 70, 75, we're going to be like maybe not looking as good as they do when they're 70, 75, but we had some fun, we smiled, we like had some good experiences or something. We didn't just like sit there and pretend like we're angry all the time.
I look up at pictures of me and my family. It's like, I'm like, look how happy we look. Not like, wow, look at my jawline. Fantastic.
You're not?
No.
I look at your jawline.
I got a strong jawline anyways.
It's not bad. Tom Brady would be jealous of that jawline.
Yes, he would.
I knew it he's had work done when he was playing.
Oh, you think so?
Well, you see those like when he got drafted and as they do like the year by year picture.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's on that new diet, but that jawline is like
TB12?
Tight, man.
Tight.
Like, can't be done when you're like 38.
What happens when you're married to a supermodel? She's like, all right, this is what we have to do. We have to take a little hammer and we have to
yes,
just hit you in the face a little bit.
They probably were doing that a lot earlier than like all the fads now.
Yeah. But I know that we were like, when we looked at this outline, we were like, we're like, what's it gonna be, a fast one?
I'm so tired, and I'm like, oh great, we'll have a short one today.
Nope, not so fast, my friends. We got some funny stories. Can I get to one more? I'll let you pick. We marked off 2 of these. I'll let you pick which one you want to do.
I mean, I think we might have to go to the Florida.
I knew you were going to say the Florida one because you got something to say about this. But, we'll bring it back to, Florida getting bounced. A lot of those guys don't have a job to do. Well, you guys can just follow the path of a Pensacola young lady who decided that she's just going to rent out Airbnbs and just make her way to it. So I don't even know where to start with this. According to a news outlet in Pensacola, Florida, a woman has been charged with 2 counts of felony criminal mischief after allegedly urinating on furniture and household items inside 2 Airbnb homes in downtown Pensacola. Investigators say the acts were not accidental. Whoops, this isn't the bathroom. This is a love seat. The arrest report states that she was filming herself urinating on these items throughout the properties and later uploading the videos to a adult contact platform. You can fill in the blanks there. Allegedly to generate income. Oh my God. This is just disgusting. My wife's on a tear right now of like being very trepidatious about going into Airbnbs because there's all those like Dateline stories about cameras everywhere. Yeah, and whatnot.
My wife too.
This is like the roles are reversed. The Airbnbers are like, I gotta worry about coming in here and just peeing on my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one of those like landlords and tenants. Like they can be bad both ways, man. But this is just Can people please grow some shame? Or also just care about other fellow individuals? Someone is nice enough to rent their house out for you to stay in, and that's how you treat their place? What were you taught growing up? My God.
Well, and I'm gonna bring this up because I mentioned the whole like being fearful of like cameras.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but how else did they catch her unless they have cameras in their house? Can you imagine being the Airbnb guy's like, hey, arrest this woman. She peed all over my stuff. It's like, okay, how do you know? Well, it's like, well, it's because I was secretly filming her. Like, how do you find out?
Well, I was thinking maybe...
Or they just come home and it's like, this place smells like piss.
And it's not cat pee. That's human pee.
Because you could differentiate. You're like, nope, yeah, that's a 27-year-old female, Caucasian most likely. It smells like she had asparagus the other night.
Well, that you would definitely point out. No, well then you've never been really around a cat if you can't tell cat pee from human pee.
Okay, you're right. I do not have the cat pee gene. Sorry, but seriously, how do they find out? Like,
well, you said that she videotaped it and put it up on the site. Maybe the homeowner was on this.
It's like that looks a lot like my couch. That's my lamp.
Yes.
Recognize that lamp anywhere.
Holy crap, that was my house. Yeah.
And then you got to explain that to like the spouse. Honey, this woman's a Pete. How'd you find out?
I know.
Like, I don't know. A friend told me.
He sent it to me, and I don't know where he found it, but look what happened.
But they post this woman's name and her face. She's gonna get so much more fandom because of this.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
She's gonna make so much more money on that site because now people are gonna request for her to just pee on something for her.
Who's the Airbnb PPer?
Yeah, of course. But
I mean, yeah. $3,000 worth of damage. Items reportedly included an antique chair. I don't even... How does she... A typewriter.
Oh, come on.
Coffee maker. You can't make coffee in there anymore. This is some...
that's in the trash.
This is a bitter roast that I'm drinking here.
I'm selling the house.
A toaster, television, record player, and then the bedding and a rug.
Yeah.
She could probably say bedding in a rug. I am incontinent. Sorry, but it's like, okay, I get that.
Toaster.
But why the typewriter? Why'd you pee on my typewriter?
You can't use that anymore. A toaster.
Yeah, I mean,
put the bagel in there, and it's like,
It's just more egregious when
mold?
it's like food and drinks. Like,
I know.
It's like I could possibly get past. Okay, you pee on my couch. That sucks. You're never gonna get rented here. But it's like I use that to make coffee.
I know. It's like personal at that point. It's almost like an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
But you did mention how people have like mistaken rooms for a toilet.
Yes. It happens to everybody, Semco.
Does it?
It does.
Does it happen to
Everybody's
everybody?
had a moment in time where it's dark and they're fumbling around in a venue that they're less familiar with.
That's true. You're very true. You're very right about that.
And when nature calls, my friend.
No doubt.
Yes.
And yeah, you're right. You just don't even try to flip out on a light. You just figure you know where you are.
This feels like a bathroom right here.
Exactly.
Yes. So I think I know what you're referring to.
Of course.
I will own up to owning this. I happen to apparently I'm part of this very eclectic crew of Airbnb peers.
I will say you didn't do it on purpose and film it for...
I mean, geez, if I knew I could get paid, my God, like you could have been filming me the whole time.
We really should have.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't.
I think we were...
I think I was lucky that you were the one who found me.
Me and Jimbo.
Yeah, and Jimbo was my best man. So for the background guys, me and this wonderful group of friends, we have our annual getaway that we used to go to. And one time we rented out a very nice brownstone in the middle of downtown Beemore.
Yep.
Very unique space. Had exposed brick.
Yep.
Beautiful. Great layout, great accoutrements, and it was very close to the stadium they were going to go watch the games.
Yeah.
And we were celebrating obviously our annual getaway. This was my subsequent bachelor party.
It
It was
was
right before my wedding. I was surprised that I got there. I didn't tell anybody except for I think 1 or 2 people. I think you were surprised. I don't think you knew I was coming.
I didn't know you were coming. No.
But as you do at bachelor parties, drinks were had at an early time, and I didn't even make it to the evening endeavors. I was exhausted. I'd flown across the country.
I will give you that. You were on not a lot of sleep.
Not a lot of sleep. The time difference was brutal, and I had a bit to drink early, so I went to bed early.
Right after though, we went to we were intending to go to the game.
Yes.
And we went to what's the famous place where we always
Pickles.
go? Pickles.
How could you forget?
To have a few drinks. And we knew we were in trouble when so I believe we were all dressed up as Waldo.
I think we were, yes.
Yeah. And it was one of the guys that came up with us was actually a friend of DW's. Not much of us had really known about him. I think his name was Andrew. And he was a bit loud and trying to fit in. And at some point, you were already getting kind of rowdy with people and kind of pulling the story you told earlier about the guy being like, what are you looking at me like that for? You were already kind of pulling that. So we were like, we already know he's close.
I'm tired.
But when you thought that Andrew was a little mentally challenged, or do you not know this?
I don't remember this.
Oh my gosh. So we're like, we got to get Brandon, we got to get you home. We got to put you to bed. You're starting a ruckus.
Yes.
And so I think Andrew was trying to kind of help you, and he's like, hey, come on, buddy, let's do this. And I don't know whether it's because he was in the Waldo suit, you didn't know him or something, but you were just halfway crying.
I appreciate it. It happens on a sparing amount of times, but when people take care of me, I'm very appreciative.
But you just were kind of man, I was like, man, you're just great. You being out and doing everything that you're doing, keep it up, man. I'm proud of you.
I think it was maybe because I was I was my initiation. I'm glad you're out here with the team. I don't think that was meant a challenge, but okay.
It's Wes, maybe other people will give feedback as to what was happening.
I'm sure they will.
But yes, on the way back, you were being handled. You really didn't care that you were being taken home. That was our biggest thing, was we didn't want you to be like, no, I want to go to the game and run away.
Ready to go.
Yeah. So yeah, we ended up walking you home and putting you to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And so
this was a 2-story brownstone.
2-story brownstone. And the game starts at 7, and so we probably put you to bed at 6:30 or something.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't even think half the people made the game. I think if we did get in there, we got in there for
as
2
this
innings.
trip usually does, fractured
all
quickly.
get outs.
Yeah,
we were all together for maybe 5 minutes, and it was great. We were taking pictures with a bunch of people.
Yeah, as we
were
do.
on TV.
Yep.
But this was, I think this was the first year. This was the first year I went, so I didn't know how it went. So I was stunned that it's bottom of the second inning. And it's 4 people are we're going to the casino.
Yep.
4 people are we're going back to Pickles. And then the rest of us, some of us were well, I'm going to stay and watch the game a little bit longer. Yeah. So it fractured. And then eventually it got to the point where as the night went on, there were a couple of us that me, Jimbo, and I think maybe 1 or 2 other people, we went to the casino, walked around a little bit. I don't gamble. So kind of came back and literally ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of sitting there in the living room eating our pizza. And all of a sudden, we just hear what appears to be a leak from upstairs. And we're just it's just raindrops falling. And we're what? Is someone up taking a shower? Or what is leaking up there? And then all of a sudden, we turn around and we just see down this dark, black wall. Just
no, it's exposed brick. It was the exposed brick
that is just the water just trickling down, and what we think is water. And so me and Jimbo were what the hell's going on up there? And we knew you were up there.
Yep.
So we're what the hell? So we run on up there and see that you're not in the bed.
No.
You were put to bed with your clothes on,
yes,
by the way.
Yes.
So we obviously hear the noise still, and so we open the closet, and there you are, completely naked.
Yes, absolutely.
With your hand on the wall and just thinking it's a bathroom.
Yes. This closet should have been a bathroom. The placement of it in the bedroom.
You're not wrong about that.
That should have been a bathroom. It probably was a bathroom, and I made it a bathroom that time.
You absolutely made it a bathroom.
But that or either I thought it was outside. We have all peed on the side of a building at one time or another.
Yes.
And I think I was just in my very unconscious state. I just thought that's what it was, and I just peed down the side of the wall. Thank God it was exposed brick because it disappeared by morning.
It did. I mean, I think we tried to clean it up a little bit, but it was like, we're just going to have to hope no one notices this thing.
And no one did. No one shall, except for the people listening to this. But nobody was hurt in the escapades. Jay Bear and Jimbo, you guys took very good care of me. You got me back to bed, and I woke up none the wiser until you guys reminded me in the morning. So all good. And yeah, I mean, so it can happen to anybody. The only difference is that mine was incidental. Yes. I'm not getting paid for it. And this woman's purposely damaging property and making a quick buck out of it. I mean, $3,000, she probably made that easy on tips off of this thing. So she's like, that's totally worth it. And I'm famous.
Which sucks because that's then people are just going to be like, well, I'll pay the $3,000 fine.
Well, you're going to see copycats coming out here. But you love cats. You love copycats. And you love, apparently, cat peas. So
I do.
Maybe right up your alley.
I don't love cat peas. Sorry.
No, you already said yes. You already said yes. So, yes, you got most of my stories are embarrassing for other people. I'm an equal opportunist. I'll embarrass myself every now and then. For Papa Hunter, I apologize that you had to hear that story, but it doesn't make me any less of a guy.
No, look, man, we've all been in that situation. No, I'll give you credit. One, you were really tired. You were fed a boatload of drinks, and the way that house was set up, that room, the bathroom was so far away.
So far away.
It really was.
Well been at a different house.
It kind of was.
Well, you remember,
I'm just more kind of like, you took all your clothes off.
Yeah.
That was kind of like does he know that he's just like, you're like, did you try to find a bathroom and realize it's not in any of these rooms in here? And like, I guess I'm just going to have to go here. Like, whatever.
It probably was, yeah. I was hot. I remember being hot in that
space.
It
was like dead of summer.
So I was like, I think I just was trying to shed the layers.
Yeah.
But I remember they had it was like a metal grating walkway, and I definitely like banged my legs up and climbing up and down that thing.
It was definitely a unique
it was a great place.
Setup. It was.
And we left our mark.
Definitely.
And we'll leave our mark on the podcast world as we continue this. We'll leave our mark next week when we will go over the next round. It's going to be an adventurous next recording if we do accomplish it, because I'll be doing it on the road.
That's true. We're going to see if we can't get this thing on some video.
Ooh.
I'm going to give that a shot. It might be it's going to have to be on a different day. I have a work commitment on Monday night. So we're going to try to shoot for maybe like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
I'm down.
But we're going to see if we can get that thing done. So, you all have asked for us to see our bright, beautiful faces. Mm-hmm. So I think you all are going to get your wish.
Yeah, careful what you wish for.
I know, right?
Oh, goodness.
Might not even pay attention to what we say, though. They'll just be looking at
just staring at
mugs.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't blame them.
Now I got to figure out like what I'm going to wear, though.
Oh, my God. What am I going to wear?
Like at the Oscars. Who am I wearing today?
Well, you just need to have your Bigo bobblehead in the back, and that's all they'll be staring at.
I do. I think of that, too. A nice little setup.
Yeah, we got to get the backdrop here.
I know.
Not a great backdrop where we're at right now.
It's a great spot to do it, though.
It is a great spot.
It's just very casual. Like it's better than if we were like in a closet or something.
Yeah, peeing on the wall. Absolutely.
Yeah. But do you have any last words?
No, man. Excited to talk about the Elite Eight. That'll be done by the time we record next. And it'll be opening day by the time we record. We'll have baseball in the full throes. Talk about the first week of baseball. What do we like? What do we don't? Our two teams are not ones that are going to be fighting for that championship, and the Pirates and the Nats.
Well,
maybe we need to do a bet. Know. Maybe we do a bet on the race to the bottom. Who's going to end up with the worst rank or the worst record
between our teams?
Yes.
Oh, I think the Pirates are going to be. I think the Pirates could be a sleeper.
Get out of here! You think they're going to make the playoffs?
Maybe. They've made the playoffs with less in years past.
Okay. Who's your best bet? O'Neal Cruz.
Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, how old is he?
They picked up Brandon Lowe now. They picked up a couple other decent bats. It's not so much the bats as it is the pitching.
Okay, so you got Skeens and Mitch Keller?
No, we got, what was it, Bubba?
Bubba Chandler. Yeah, the guy that I wanted in the draft. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's another starter in there. I can't remember.
There's Jones, but I think he's hurt.
Yeah. No, there's another guy. But then the bullpen's supposed to be really good.
Yeah,
look, I'm not calling World Series, but I'm like, might sneak into that last wild card.
All right.
Maybe we'll give a quasi prediction. I mean, it's 162 games. If we start talking 5 games in, I don't think that's going to do anything.
No, I don't think so.
So we could give like some little predictions. Maybe
think
a little
get 50,
bit
75. How many games they're going to win?
Yeah, we'll do that for like our teams, maybe, and then we'll just kind of give who we do think will win like divisions. Give a World Series.
We got
pick.
to, man.
Yeah. So we'll get into a little bit of like the baseball because the Elite Eight. There's fewer games. Not going to be as much to talk about. And there's not going to be a fantasy draft that takes up 45 minutes of time.
There'll be plenty of wild stories because we left about 4 on this docket right
we already got that set.
Yes. All right, sir. Well, yeah, I'm ready to go. You want to send us off?
Let's go. That's another episode of Undrafted and Overconfident. Thanks for hanging with us. The two friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything. Hit that follow button, drop a rating, and follow us on Instagram at Undrafted and Overconfident. And we'll see you next week.
Got a new social.
Different takes. Say nonsense.
Nonsensies. All right.
Thanks, y'all.
Peace.